Yo, what's up? It's your boy Dirt Riffs. I got the whole crew here tonight. First off, homie May Vizzle 2 over here.
We got everybody in this bitch right now because this is an episode.
Let's go.
This is an episode of motherfucking Dirty Death Podcast, the May Vizzle Awards Special Edition. Fucking tonight we are going to fucking announce fucking all of our fucking top 10s of the fucking year, and then I got some special awards that are going to be given out as well. The reason we're doing it tonight is because Uncle Ken is doing his on Saturday, and I don't want motherfuckers to go, "Oh, May Vizzle, you copied Uncle Ken's top 10," and fucking we got.
Vizzle, why did you copy Uncle Ken's top 10?
I didn't.
Yeah,
he
why would
didn't.
you do
I don't
that?
know what his top 10 is yet. Exactly. That's why we're doing it tonight.
Bitch.
So May Vizzle here. Right up above
No
me,
disrespect
I have
to our uncle. No disrespect.
no
to our
disrespect. I
uncle.
love Uncle Ken. That's the reason I have so much respect for Uncle Ken. I know that everybody's gonna say I bit him off. So above me, I have my very handsome friend. Fucking, we have late night conversations. This is.
Yo, it's your boy Lily White.
That's hot.
Pause.
Yeah, man. Like me and him be texting, and I'm like, dude, I gotta go to bed. And then I like an hour goes by, and I open one eye, and I'm like, I guess I'll check it.
Oh shit.
I'm Noah from Bloodspawn.
Yeah, that's right. God damn it. It's motherfucking Daddy Lurch and Merlin and this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then me, Andrew, otherwise known as Crawdaddy,
Yeah.
aka
Oh,
Monster
murder.
in the flesh.
It's the Crawdaddy, baby. Fucking everybody loves Crawdaddy, and everybody loves Merlin. Merlin is actually getting paid the most to be on this week's episode too. He's
Yeah, he
fucking,
ain't cheap.
he's really expensive. He was
You
actually
good?
he just
Yeah.
got back from a tour with Sangui Sugabog.
Saying wish like a butthole.
Sangui Sugabog. Sangui, you got me saying it wrong now. It's fucking
Sorry, I choked on beef jerky, and that just came out.
Sangui Sugabog. That's how you say it.
Oh,
Sugabog.
Oh wait, is that a name to something?
Okay, so it's a fucking everybody knows Sangui Sugabog, and I'm going over. So, I mean, fuck it, dude. I already went over the mail because we fucked up, and I'm just gonna go over it again. I got
This is
this
take
fucking
number 3.
this week. I got some mail. I got Fluids of Death, fucking from Fluids, which is sick because it came full circle finally. I've been afraid of listening to this guys for a very long time, and then after really getting into brutal death metal and getting into gore grind and all this kind of shit, I had to get this. This is a must-have. I'm very fortunate to get it because it's one of the last copies that was sent, and it actually got shipped directly from Fluids through their Bandcamp, so they know where I live now. So I'm putting a lot of trust into Fluids. Yeah,
Nice.
they know my full name and
that's
where I
good.
live.
Damn.
Yeah.
I will
So-
tell you this: I know exactly that copy because I had my eye on it for a minute and I just didn't pull the trigger in time. Obviously, it literally said one remaining. I was like, "Dang, I need to get
You're
this."
like, oh shit.
I got a copy
It's
of
not
Not Dark
remembered.
Yet on cassette too this week, and when I saw you make a purchase, that's what made me make the purchase. I was like, you know what, I'll support the old boys real quick with the Bandcamp purchase. You know, even though Bandcamp takes all the fucking artists' money, but it was Bandcamp Friday, I believe. So
Oh, well, that's
Damn.
good.
That's sick.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta get it where you can. You know what I
I'll
mean?
keep it real with you. I bought the Fluids Not Dark Yet tape. I still haven't played that tape yet.
have you heard it?
It's pretty good,
Yeah.
but honestly, I love Fluids. They're one
I
of my
just skipped the
favorites.
first track. I
Yes,
skipped the first track and then I listened to the rest of the album on like streaming media and shit.
100%. I can't listen
Because
to
like
it.
if I do that, at least they still make money a little bit when I listen to it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole
I
album
thought it was a good album.
Logan's favorite track is the first track. He just puts it on repeat.
Oh yeah. For real. And
I
then he
like
just
it. I've honestly
shreds.
desensitized myself to that sample kind of.
Yeah.
That's-
he says
that's
it
what
along.
happened. I just the first time I heard it, I was like in traffic on the way to pick up my son from school, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't do this shit right now.
It's pretty grotesque, like to think about.
Logan actually
Yeah.
talks along with the guy when he's listening to it so much he memorized it and he says it.
Yeah.
That is a good
Bro.
record. I like
Sample
Fluids
word
for
for
these
word.
series, not even for their full lengths. Like all their splits are, I think, their best shit.
I still sit in like AOL chat rooms, you know, and pretend I'm a 16-year-old girl. And when they're like, yo, send to receive, I send them the fluids shit. I'm like, listen to this and I'll show you my boobs. That's what I do. I have
Guerrilla
nothing better to
marketing.
do. Oh, yeah, right? They should be fucking paying me. You
Hell
hear that, Jan?
That's like going on Tinder to like get people to come to your show.
No, it's he. I've been saying it wrong.
No shit, dipshit.
For real.
I'm sorry. I love you.
What did you get this week, Lily?
Oh, I got so much shit this week because I'm disabled. So like, I'm taking after my mom and just buying everything. But it's like death metal QVC. I'm like, ooh. Yeah, I got like my friend that I used to live with a long time ago sent me fucking a bunch of old first pressing and Tomb tapes.
Oh,
Fucking Bolt Thrower 1990 Peel Sessions first pressing. Realm of Chaos Bolt Thrower first pressing cassette. Fifth Crusade first pressing cassette. Fucking Master
Hell yeah.
first pressing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
dude.
Carnage. Carnage.
with the OG artwork.
Yeah, with the parental
Okay.
advisory sign on the
Hell
bottom
yeah,
still, and
bro.
then Entomb Left Hand Path first pressing.
Oh man,
First press.
Dude.
Yeah, and I got an Epidemic demo from '91, which is pretty tight.
That's so
Wow.
sick.
Like no one has that. I think there's not even a YouTube of it.
Is there a YouTube
That's how fucking
of
rare
that
it is.
master demo?
Dang.
Yeah, probably.
There should be.
Yeah,
It has-
Yeah, for real.
yeah. I got a bunch of cool goodies this week, and he was like, "I love you." All right, I'll send them to you for $40 for them all. I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
damn.
40 for all of them.
Yeah, man.
Fucking A, man.
I haven't
got a
gotten
bunch
any
of-
minute, bro. I need to get some mail, bro.
Yeah, I don't have any fucking mail.
Mail, bro.
They're all busting out bills and shit.
Yeah, bills. Yeah,
I went to Hog Wild the other day.
I was gonna say I even get mail,
dude.
like, but it's just not fun mail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bills and everything.
credit card offers and shit. You're pre-approved.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I ignore any mail that's not fun, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah, I only get good mail. I don't get non-fun mail. They don't know where to find me.
Like, there's some mail that you get. There's like scary mail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not if you don't look at it.
If you don't look at it, well, then it could be even scarier.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It
our
could be like
gener-
a court date.
I
or
don't even
something.
think that's even the right word. I think daunting is the right word.
Honestly,
daunting.
like there was one point where like I had overpaid a whole bunch on child support, and
Oh,
I guess
that
I didn't
kinda
realize
scary.
it. And I got this letter in the mail from the child support thing, and I was just like over it, and I didn't want to look at it. And then when I finally opened it up, it was like $280 check that they were sending back to me because I had overpaid. I was like, oh shit, this wasn't that scary after all.
That's how I felt about butt sex.
What?
As soon as I opened up, I loved it.
Whoa.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Fucking.
You gotta
He's
keep
like,
an open
"Fuck yeah,
mind.
dude. I love butt sex." What's
Did you
up?
buy
Open
anything?
mind.
Did you
Open
buy anything?
butthole.
Fucking. Did you did you open? Did you open your butthole? Did you fucking buy anything from Hog Wild, Andrew? When you went to Hog Wild,
I did, yeah.
Heck, Uncle
Like-
Ken told me about that place.
Like a new? Did you get like a new wizard staff?
Yes. I got a
Hogwarts?
new wizard staff and clothes.
Bring
and
me. I want to go to fucking Hogwarts. Fuck this place. Earth sucks.
Yeah, but isn't it on Earth?
Yeah, but you got to like jump through a brick wall in Boston or some shit.
Yeah, it's like there's like a portal. Yeah.
They're like, yeah, it's on the left next to the dunk.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You gotta walk through this Starbucks and pretend to use the bathroom.
And then in the bathroom, that's where the portal is.
It only works
to
if
go
you
to Hogwarts.
yeah, they're
Only
like,
there's
"Eh."
just a glory hole. You just put your cock
the-
in it, and that's the portal. Your cock goes to where it
Yeah,
ends
but
up.
Looks right through.
Just
Well, once
right
you're in
through.
there, the portal doesn't open unless you got a pack of Mobby Reds and a fucking nip of fucking banana vodka or some shit.
Woo!
I read a fucking story like early. It was like a fucking erotic fiction, and I don't read erotic fiction. I somehow
It's
ended
called
up
fucking porn.
I
It's
really
the
don't
internet, dude.
Fucking do.
No, I don't. That's the weird thing. Somehow
When's the
I
last
ended
Just
up.
time-
told us you do.
Yeah, when's the last time any of you ran into erotic
Yeah,
literature?
I
Like
so
just
I'm
lying
telling.
around.
I was
Yeah,
looking up
man.
something. I was looking up.
None
I
of
think
us.
I was looking up something music related.
Public library.
I was looking up something music related.
That's the music section in
Listen,
Playboy.
listen. Online. Come on. I was listening to something music related on the internet, and fucking I ended up on a forum from like the 2000s, and then there was like a suggested post, right? So I was like, oh, I clicked on this. It said like stuck in the glory hole, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I clicked on it and I started reading it, and it's an erotic fiction. I thought it was a true story until I realized, that I didn't like read it. I was skimming it, and this guy says he fucking goes into a fucking he found a glory hole. He sticks this thing in this glory hole, right? And then fucking he's enjoying, he's having a great time and everything. And then all of a sudden someone fucking throws like 3 zip ties around his shit on the other side of the glory hole, and fucking they won't let him go.
Oh, no.
And he's just stuck. And I stopped reading it at that point because I realized it was an erotic fiction, so I don't know what
Because you like
happened.
didn't want to know what happened.
Yeah.
I did
First of all,
It's left open.
First of all,
that's it.
you can't like play it off like you mishapped on it somehow the whole time, and then you didn't even read the rest. That's not what men do. They
That's so
lie
stupid.
about reading that shit, but they read all of it and they enjoy it.
I didn't read it all.
I'll tell you right now, dog.
You're not a man.
The only erotic fiction that I've ever read is in my.
I wrote because
It's in
I'm
my-
Papa Lurch.
No, I was about to say it's in my DMs, man. It's in the DMs, baby.
The only thing happening these days is in the DMs, huh? That sucks.
For erotic fiction, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, fair enough.
Erotic science fiction.
Damn, yo.
And his balls were floating.
That's groundbreaking.
That's
Hey man, hey. We can't put this shit on YouTube because we're gonna give fucking Blood Incantation too many new ideas.
Oh my god.
Whoops.
Man, that was over my head, but I guess they play in
Speaking of
space.
Oh,
Nah,
I'll
are
they
give
can
you
there-
a hint. Time Wave Zero is not in my top 10.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go over what's not in our top 10 first.
So you know,
Fuck
you
Time
know-
Wave Zero.
Dead
No, it's
ass.
not because I hate on
I
it, but it's not in my top 10.
I never listened to him, not one time, and like there's a
probably
couple
not in there.
bands this week that I listened to for the first time: Sanguisuga Butthole and Blood Incantation. Those are 2 bands that I like. I didn't purposely avoid. I would just like, I don't know. I think we talked about it before. When there's too much hype around something, I don't find
Yep.
that to be metal. I'm
Yep.
like, that's not metal. Metal's for
That's
nerds.
pop music.
Not this
Well-
many people should like this.
Well, the thing is, you
Like
know,
if everyone likes you, you're doing something wrong. You know what I mean? That's what metal
I don't,
is.
I don't necessarily subscribe to that, but I get what you're saying. But like in the hype makes it seem like
I don't automatically think it's
Less-
bad. It just makes me want to wait a long time until I'm far away from the hype to like enjoy
Right.
it without
no,
like
me
the
too.
influence
wanna
of
find
like
it on your
everyone and
own.
their mom. There's like people jerking off in the middle of the street. They're like, "Blood Incantation solos are sick."
Well, now here's
Like,
the
dude.
thing. For
And
me,
then
like,
finally I listened to him and it sounds like space. The
well,
fuck?
for me,
I was like, this is what everyone was so psyched on? Like I didn't know that they I thought it was
Hey,
like Burzum.
Didn't you sit there for like fucking for like 10 no maybe like
It took
5
me a
minutes?
while.
You sat there for
Yeah.
like 5 minutes like waiting for the guitar to come in?
Well, I
I
didn't
mean,
know
I
if it was like
got into
Burzum's
Blood
4th album.
Incantation.
You know?
I got into them when they first came out. Like I was hearing their like first demo thing and all that stuff, and it was like it seemed like something that would become cool, you know. Like, but then when they came out with the Bloodspawn album, it was like, well, or the Starspawn rather, It was like this
Sun
is-
album. Damn, no, I didn't know you did
when they wrote.
Yeah,
when
I didn't know
wrote
they
the
made
Brotherhood
that.
out
Noah.
before you guys.
that.
I know you rejected it. You were like, "Well, that's too many riffs. I'm very sorry."
That was the highlight of my life, bro.
I know, dude. But they just simply put too many riffs in it. I know you had to reject that shit outright.
In Starspawn.
But no, anyway, so like I thought it was cool, but I also didn't really like how they recorded it. And there was some stuff like when I first listened to it, I really, really liked it. And then when I kept listening to it, I kind of was finding things that I didn't like so much about it. You know what I mean?
I mean, they're like, just like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, just fucking super brutal music scores or movie scores. That's what it feels like. Like it's a soundtrack to an entire black and white,
I'm
like
cool with that.
like moody movie. And in
Yeah.
that sense, I like super. I mean,
honestly,
I liked it. I was like, this is pretty tight, dude. I like listened to it going to bed though.
Like that too, but Worm is just different. But they kind of do that kind of same thing.
Worm?
Yeah.
I think Worm does it better though.
Okay, all right.
Worm
So
definitely does
what's
it
up?
better.
I don't
Worm
think you
definitely
can
does it
compare
better.
them.
Top tens, like who's got the first top 10?
All right.
Let's
I'll go
let's
first.
get into some shit.
I'm about
Okay,
to bust
so-
out. But...
Yeah,
Oh,
because
no.
that's
Let's let Andrew go first with the top 10. And here we go. I actually got a visual for your top 10, my friend.
Oh,
And-
okay, cool.
Oh, no,
Thanks,
that's a DM.
Uh,
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
Why?
keep
Why
the
was
DMs
why was
under
there a
wrap, bro.
Photoshop naked picture of Mike?
Hey,
Hella erotic
hey.
picture.
Hey,
That's
why
a
is there a
deep fake.
naked picture of me dressed as Mom Fleury? What the fuck?
What happened after the glory hole?
Naked Mom Flurry. All right, here we go. So we got our top 10 death metal releases right here. And we will start with your number 10, sir. Which one is your number 10 out of the selection?
Okay, so from this selection, hang on. Oh, what the fuck? I can't see.
Shift,
I know what your top 10. I know what it is.
shift,
Number
shift your
10
thing, dude.
for Andrew.
Jesus Web.
Yep.
Psychedelic degeneracy.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
It's a great album.
Yep.
And then
I freaking love the opener. Some Carcass inspiration there. That was cool.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like before. It's like if another like full album came out like right after Necroticism, but right before the third
Yeah.
time they tried to
Yeah.
artwork.
Freaking love that.
I almost
That's
like it
what
kind of better, to be
instantly
honest.
caught my attention. Mhm. And
Like
then
the last
for-
3 songs of it are like I feel like just blow away anything Carcass ever did. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, I want to see these guys now live one day. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would love to see Jesus Wept. That'd be awesome.
All right.
saw
I
number
feel
him
like
at
they'd
the,
be a great live band.
We saw them at the Life After Death Fest. They were so sick, dude.
Oh yeah, didn't they do the Wasp cover there?
Yeah,
saw
they did the
videos.
Wasp cover. They did Fuck Like a Beast. Yeah, it was sick.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
dude, they're fucking awesome.
They were really good. They were super tight on stage. They were great.
Yeah, that's wild.
Can't say anything bad or too nice about them. They're fucking super good.
and
Weird.
then
Okay.
Andrew's number 9 is Mind Force.
Mind Force. Yes, that was a Survival as Vengeance. I thought that was a
hardcore band.
I knew that was coming, but like,
Oh,
I,
it
like,
gets
found
it gets
myself
worse,
spinning that
brother.
one a lot. I have a soft place for hardcore.
I agree with you.
I've
I
been in
haven't
way
heard
too many
honestly, I
hardcore
didn't
bands.
really listen to the
Logan
Mind
knows
Force
what I'm
stuff.
talking about.
I dig hardcore.
Mhm.
I mean, Boise used to be kind of a hardcore town.
Same here with Laredo. I'm like finding like some information about that. Like we used to have a good hardcore scene going on
Yeah,
for a minute.
it's cool, but I ultimately
Then
always
it just, I don't know, I fell through the cracks.
Now
That's
this
the
is
thing about like small towns
Same,
like that,
yeah.
though. They like hardcore scenes like that people say are good. They jump off in places like that where all the kids just get into something, but it only lasts a certain amount of time. Like all those people will like get out of high school or move away or whatever, and then it's over. You know?
like honestly now Boise's more of a death metal like dominated
That's
like
dope.
scene of this.
That's fucking sick.
Now, for
So that's
some
pretty cool.
reason, your number 8 did not show up on the shit.
Oh,
Number 8
on
was
here
Tribal
was
Gaze.
Tribal Gaze, the 9 choirs.
Yes.
That's
Oh yeah, that's
That
a good
was
one.
really
that
good
one
one.
in there. Yep.
That was
They
banging.
played one of the tracks at Wrecking Ball that was cool to hear live.
Oh, you saw them at Wrecking Ball.
Yeah.
How was
No
that?
shit.
Dude, as soon as they started playing, nobody was like stage diving prior to that, and then all the stage divers fucking appeared. The mosh
Yeah.
got all crazy, and then I was like, okay,
awesome.
like now this is Wrecking Ball. Like, let's go.
Dude.
Yeah, I saw them this year with 200 and Creeping Death. That was a really good show. And Ingrown. Ingrown was on that bill. That was really cool.
And then
You
your
know
next
what's
one-
gonna be awesome, dude, and I guarantee you, no one in this room fucking knows about it, but they're not hard to find. You just weren't around at that time. Was this band called Ingrowing from Czechoslovakia, dude? They were a cybercore grind or a cyber gore grind band or cyber grind, what the fuck ever. That did a split with fucking Exhumed. I think it was in the 90s. And it was called Something This Sickened This Way Comes, dude. And it's easily like one of the best fucking grind splits that's ever been fucking made.
Damn.
Just throwing that out there. They're called
need to check that
Ingrowing
out
from
after this.
Czechoslovakia.
On it.
I like cyber grind. I actually just got into some cyber grind earlier this year, and I was like, "Ooh, that's like it's kind of like Blade Runner."
Yo,
Blade
this shit
Runner?
is brutal. Like, there's nothing like it. It's so good.
Yeah, like robots.
Is that what I think it is for number 7?
Number 7 is Vomit
Oh,
Forth.
yeah. Vomit Forth, yes.
Seething Malevolence.
Fucking love Kane. I remember my introduction to them was in the first trip that we went to Dallas, me and the Necro Boys. That was fun. We became friends with Kane on that trip. Like, he was just very welcoming and stuff. Like, it was cool. And we got to hear 3 tracks off of Seething Malevolence live for the first time, so that was cool.
Yeah, Vomit Forth is really good.
Yeah, I
And
like
Kane
Vomit
is super
Forth,
nice
too.
dude, for sure.
I've been sleeping on them. They're a band that like I know the name and I've like seen them fucking everywhere, but I haven't like sat down and been able to listen to them. Like there's a lot of
I
bands
feel like
that.
Seething Malevolence has more 808s than I've ever heard on any other like hardcore death metal record ever.
I know, I think they
You mean
topped
like
up the lids
like
with that
some
one.
bass drops and shit?
Yeah, fucking fat bass drops.
Some Skrillex type bass drops.
Yeah, like Vomit
Skrillex.
Forth does it good.
And then your next one, number 6, is I Am Eternal Steel. Is it the
Yes.
right art? That's the right art.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yep, that's the correct art.
Which
Yeah,
one is
that
it?
I saw them.
Eternal Steel?
I saw them a few nights ago. They were really good.
My favorite track off that one is Eternal Steel. That middle section where it's like the galloping riff, that just goes fucking ape shit.
That's what's up. Yeah, they were really good, man. I didn't expect them. I never really listened to them before. They were super sick.
That and shout out to the Texas homies, of course.
For
Gotta
real.
rip.
Yep.
And number 5, Phobophilic. We have
Yes.
enveloping
There you
absurdity.
go.
Enveloping.
Third titty.
Hi. Dummy.
Third titty.
So Phobophilic. So we're halfway through. Phobophilic was better than the other releases, but still wasn't the best release of the year. Now, why did you put it in the middle? Why is this in the middle?
Well, I put it in the middle mainly because I'm still like getting into Phobophilic, but I really like that release a lot.
Hell yeah.
That is
I
the
look-
most honest question I've ever, or answer I've ever heard in my life. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, straight up.
That's why I love this guy, man. Fucking
Bring it.
Andrew is literally like the coolest fucking. I don't know, man. I meet so many cool people in death metal, man. But you know, you've been there for a long time, and I just want to say, you know, thank you so much for making it here, Crawdaddy. Fucking,
Yeah.
we love you,
Oh,
bro.
I do.
It's big time.
No, what's they call it? I want to just take the time to say thank you guys for like inviting me and like having me be a part of this. It really means a lot to get to know and like become close to each and every one of you.
Hell
It's
yeah.
crazy, like especially like
Fucking
within a
same.
year time span. I didn't think like all of us would become as close as we've became. So thank you all for that.
Fuck
Hell yeah,
Dude.
bro.
Fuck yeah,
Hell
brother.
yeah.
Thank you.
Same. I feel
That's
similar.
awesome.
Just took the words right out of my dumb, stupid, ugly mouth. Just kidding. We know that's not true. The ugly part.
This guy.
The
Out of control.
ugly-
I love it.
So number 4, Fugitive, Maniac.
Yes.
Oh,
I had missed Power Trip, like I never got to see him live, so getting to see Fugitive live was like basically getting to see the son of Power Trip, and like that kind of filled that space for me. So
Yeah.
hearing Maniac was like the third official like Power Trip album in my book. So I thought that was
Yeah,
a really
R.I.P. Riley, man. Fucking awesome
for
dude.
real. Straight up. Power Trip rules.
Fuck yeah.
I was actually, now that we're on the topic of Power Trip, I was at that Exhumed show this week, and they played, in between sets, they were playing Power Trip because the guy who does sound loves Power Trip. And he played like 2 or 3 songs in a row, and I looked at my friend and I was all, yo, I feel like even if it's in between sets, if Power Trip is on, you should be allowed to mosh no matter when and where.
Hell yeah, dude.
Speaking of that, when I saw Frozen Soul in Dallas, they were playing Power Trip on the PA, and a big ass freaking mosh pit just like broke out.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
it has to every time. That's how it should be. It's Power
Dude,
Trip.
like
right?
That's sick.
back in the day, I went to see Kanye and Black Dice. No, not Black Dice. Wolf Eyes play at this place in Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Uh-huh.
And before, like while Wolf Eyes was setting up, they played Negative Approach, and they were
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah.
they're like singing along and like shaking their fists and doing all this shit on stage while they're plugging this shit in, and a full-on pit broke out to like Negative Approach for like 4 songs straight. It was fucking
Hell yeah. That's what's
That's
up.
fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
at the Drunken Unicorn. Shout out Atlanta.
Yeah,
Hell
when,
yeah.
when NWA comes on, I just start shooting people in Walmart. I'm like, fuck yeah, I love this shit. I'm like, foreplay to me ain't shit. When I'm spreading and ready, and you can get the dick. Da, 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 da. Fuck out of here.
Honestly, though, my favorite NWA song
Black
is
Friday,
the solo Ice Cube song.
Is it what?
It's a solo Ice Cube song called "I Ain't the One."
Oh yeah, bitch, I ain't the one.
Ice
It's
Cube
like-
really was the best.
Made like a poop, but yeah, dude, that's a good song.
Yeah, it's like, you thinking lobster? I'm thinking Burger King.
Burger King. Yeah,
Dude, that was like my first record ever.
yeah,
I
that's
love
sick.
that album. My mom straight up openly said at one point, she was like, dude, me and your dad tried to get into country because it was just impossible to get you away from being like, do the Humpty Hump, do the Humpty Hump. And I was like, what do you expect, dude? We live in the ghetto. All my friends are black. It's gonna be weird if you guys listen to country. I hate you. I want to hang out with Uncle Jerry and listen to death metal.
Right.
Who's a child rapist now? Or sorry, what he looks at child porn.
Number
Never mind.
3, Mortuous.
Number 3. Number 3.
Mortuous upon desolation.
Upon Desolation, yes. I'm disappointed when I saw Mortuous live. They didn't play any tracks off because it hadn't come out at the time. So if I were to see them again, like I would love to hear these songs live.
What?
Defiled
what
by
band?
Fire, Carve, are some of my favorite
I almost
tracks
put
off
that
that.
one in there too.
Yo, you
What-
knew
what
song
band is
names?
that?
Crazy. Mortuous?
Mortuous?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
That's a good one.
It's pretty cool. It was more like deathy, doomy.
Yeah, I honestly,
Yeah.
I liked it better
Like, I
than the last.
expected it. I didn't expect all that. Yeah.
Uh-huh. There was a lot of incantation type worship on that album.
Yeah.
I fucked with it.
Yeah, for real.
Man, there's been so many albums. I feel like I'm still catching up from like 1997. Like seriously, dude. Like I'm all like, fuck yeah, chopped in half. And then like some white chick in a mile is like, I fucking love Obituary. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Turnstile's fucking nominated for 3 Grammys and Taco Bell commercials. Fucking Demolix doing fucking golfing ads. The fuck?
I finally
What?
saw that Turnstile commercial today. I thought you were bullshitting. My dad
No,
was
it's
watching
real.
the football game, and then I just hear Turnstile in the background, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And then I just see a Taco Bell ad, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, no.
It
I
looks
was
like
just,
their
like,
music video.
confused. Yeah.
It looks like their music video. Like it's just a
does.
bunch of young, like quirky Latinos from California,
Yep.
like burning cars and eating Taco Bell. I was like, great, it's a Turnstile video.
Sick.
I didn't even know it was a Taco Bell ad. I just thought they were getting tacos because they were hungry.
Yeah. Fucking,
Number-
during sound check, they got a little hungry.
And then the commercial was like, make sure to stay tuned to the Grammys. Up for 3 nominations, Turnstile. And I was like, my head hurts. I remember when those kids were 16.
Number 2, Mall Seraphic
Mall
Punishment.
Seraphic Punishment,
Seraphic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, oh man, what is there to say about that one? That's just
I
like
don't know. They never
the
sent me my
perfect
record.
album.
I canceled that shit. I don't even give a fuck. I called my credit card company. I was like, man, you see Mall anywhere on them? They were like, nope. And I was like, yep, it's under Bandcamp. Sorry. Here.
Mall takes a little while to ship. You gotta sometimes message them.
I'm
But
not even mad, dude. I'm just fucking broke, and I have a broken leg, and
You
I
gotta-
can't move, and I need that money for a different record that got sent on time.
I ordered my copy. I ordered my copy through Gurgling Gore, and I believe there might still be cassette tapes available.
I
on
should have
Gurgling
ordered
Gore.
it from them.
Yeah, Gurgling Gore. It is great. That's the thing about bands, though. When you order direct from bands, it's hit or miss. Sometimes a band could be on a fucking tour, for all you know, and like it'll take time
Yeah.
for like the shit to come. Flesh Rot, on the other
I have
hand,
that.
I'll give a big shout out to Flesh Rot right now because my drunk ass ordered their digital copy of their album fucking for the price of a cassette tape like the other week. And then I messaged them and said, wait a minute, yo, I thought I bought your cassette, but I just paid full price for your digital album. And they were like, send us your address and like $2 for shipping and we'll send it to you. And I was like, fuck yeah, thank you. Like, and they got that shit out hella quick. So yeah, shout
Andrew,
out to
tell me
Flesh
that's
Rot.
what your number one release is.
What was
Dude,
that?
Tell me that's what your number one release is.
Nah, it isn't. Sadly not. Damn. this
Logan's like gonna
disappointment
cry.
here. I'm sorry.
It's all right,
He's like,
Logan.
surprise, it's Green Day.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
actually
surprised it's
Turnstile
Blow On.
after it.
Turnstile. Yes.
It's the Taco Bell single. You said
The
we could do
Taco Bell
anything.
single holiday.
It's a chalupa.
And the
All
number
right.
one, you can
Worms
say it.
blew nothing.
Oh, the new Worm record.
Yes. Damn. For me, that's like the perfect album. It has all the elements like of what I like: clean guitars, synthesizers, solos. It's been a minute since I've heard solos in like metal releases, so that was refreshing to hear again. Just
I
like a
agree with you.
menacing fucking sounding album. I love it.
I agree with you for sure. Yeah, that was
So,
actually a really good album.
I haven't
I
listened to it.
I haven't heard it yet. I've heard Foreverglade, and everybody told me to get into that Worm. You know when I'm gonna listen to that new Worm, and I'm probably fucked up for missing it because it probably would have ended up in my top 10. But
It's great, but like it's one of those things. It's like I really wanted to hear it, but like every time I heard the next song and then re-listened it from the first song to second to third to fourth, I finally felt like I got the real deal. I was like, man, this album fucking rules. I'm like glad I
Yeah.
didn't listen to it all at once for some reason.
Yeah. It's for me, I think it's better than Foreverglade. Like I didn't think they'd be able to top it, but they were able to top it.
I love how Worm is like a like perpetually changing band. It seems like every album or everything they put out has like a different kind of tweak to it. You know what I mean?
A different logo.
Well, besides the logo, not only the logo, but as far as the sound, though, the whole aesthetic of the album is
Oh,
different.
totally.
Yeah.
I feel like it follows feelings more than it does like we're gonna make the most ripper album ever. It's like,
Yeah,
you know, it's like
Like,
what's
I would
going on
definitely
at that
put-
time when
I would definitely put Foreverglade right up next to like any Mortiferum release because it's kind of in that same vein. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Did the same guy do the artwork for both the Mall and the Worm album? Because it fucking looks
No.
like it. Very
No, I think
similar
it's,
fantasy artwork.
No,
Yeah,
no, no. It's very different. It's very
Yeah.
different.
It's different.
Yeah, it's not even close.
It's very different.
That
Yeah, it's definitely
Seraphic
different.
Punishment artwork is fucking sick. And I feel like it's
Yeah.
you know what they look like? They both look like some shit that like I would buy on like a fucking 2,000 or 5,000 piece puzzle and then fucking put up on a fucking like board and put it on my wall. Like
I'm
glue it.
surprised
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet. Like mall puzzles and like worm puzzles, death metal puzzles in general.
I would
I
buy
think
a
that would fucking
Warflurch
sell.
puzzle.
Can y'all see
Yeah.
this shit?
You probably get it on time too.
Oh, look at that.
So sick.
Hell yeah.
The
This
hell's
whole
going
thing
on
is
there?
fucking badass, dude.
Oh, do you have the shirt?
There's so many
That
little
is a great
details in that shit.
Flag. Also,
Oh,
shout
yeah.
out to Crematory guy. What
Oh,
it did.
Yes. That guy looks mad.
Where's my Warflurch flag, dog?
I mean, we sold out of those, man. I need to make
Yeah, Warplord stuff.
Give me a
I'll just put in a-
psychedelic fright. Reprint the
I'll just-
psychedelic fright.
I'll just put it in an order with my Dystopia shirts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Send me a
Yeah.
bootleg Warflurch fucking flag.
There's just Warflurch flags outside of like an airport in China.
yeah.
Over in Mexico.
Oh, you listen to the lurch?
We heard these sell good.
I'm just
Hell
gonna
yeah.
send Will. I'm gonna send Will a video of us and say, yeah, Mike said it was cool.
It works.
Fucking
right.
so we gotta dive in to next person up is Noah from Bloodspawn.
Yes.
So we're gonna go through your top 10 for the year. So Noah, let me pull. I have your list right here.
Forgot that motherfucker was here. Blocking his face with your poorly cropped fucking top 10.
So what is your? That's fucked up. What is your? He's fine. He's completely there. He's fucking totally there. So what is your? What is your number
Your shit,
10?
that shit looks like a glitched Nintendo game, bro.
Oh, fucking here we go. Bam. There you go.
I gotta do him dirty like that.
You know what you could do is be like, hey, what is it? Oh, 9. Then pop it on the screen and cover us all. Move it there and then shrink it back down.
Look, Murder Bar. Murder Bar. I guess I could do that, but
You
Murder
could.
Bar
It
is
would look better.
Murder
We're going
Bar
for
is
aesthetics
watching.
here.
Murder Bar is watching right now on his big screen in the Murder Bar, and he could see everything completely fine.
Kenny,
Yeah, you
Hell
know it.
yeah.
Fuck yeah,
is this
Justin
actually
Barker.
live?
man. I brought extra beer too, even.
Hey,
Oh,
listen,
man.
guys, I'll be right back. Okay, give me
All
one
right.
sec.
So number 10. What's your number 10, Noah?
Give me one sec.
My number 10 is Undeath. It's time to rise from the grave. The reason why I picked this one,
I'm
is
interested
'cause-
in hearing this.
yeah, the album before, I wasn't a huge fan of because of the mix, and I don't know. I just for some reason I just didn't click with it too well. But the new one right after it, fucking love it. I think I finally got what I was looking for, and I was just really impressed by it. So that
It was
was
a
my
good
I
top
agree
album.
with
10.
you. It is really good. Honestly, I know exactly what you're talking about because when Legions came out, I couldn't understand why everybody liked it. I didn't understand why everyone was.
I'll tell you why, bro. It's
I love
because
that one.
it kind of like fulfilled the promise of all the demo stuff. Basically, is why.
Right, I listened to it so many times, but it didn't really click. And like, for some reason, one day I just got really fucking stoned, and I listened to it again, and I was like, okay, I can kind of like hear everything that's going on now. You know what I mean?
I love
like-
it, dude. I feel like
Like,
they're
okay, this is
honestly.
actually really good. And then I ended up buying the record, and then I pre-ordered the new one, I actually have the compilation of all the live shit they did or whatever, like way back in the day or whatever.
Yeah, that's just cool.
Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty good stuff. It's just I know what you mean when you say it was hard to like grasp onto right away.
Yeah.
I used to just listen to it over and over and over and get hella drunk. And I kept listening to it and just looking at the artwork. And I was just like, this sounds like a fucking mess to me. None of this shit makes any sense. But this art is so cool that I just got to keep listening to it. And then...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then it clicked.
Buddy.
When I would drive around in my car... And I'd fucking like turn the bass all the way down and then like turn the bass up and like, you know, like listen to all the different aspects of it. And I was just like, man, like then like it just became a staple to where I was singing along. Like I never sing along with death metal shit. Like I have to really listen to it a lot, you know, to understand what motherfucker's saying. But I can sing along to that fucking Legions of a Different Kind album. The new album, and I'll tell you this, man, it's not in my top 10, and it probably would have been very high in my top 10 because I was a big fan of the Huge album or the first album. But it isn't because fucking they took too fucking long with whatever their fucking record deal is or whatever to release that second one. These motherfuckers announced the shit in like October of last year. Night Shift got copies of it in like fucking January, and then like Kareem posted a picture and said, "Oh, I can't open it, but I want to hear it." And like Undeath is like, "Yeah, fucking they're releasing a video and a video." And I'm like, just put the shit out. Like, fuck this. Like, by the time the album came out, I was like, I don't even want to fucking hear it anymore. I've heard 3 singles. Fucking, it's, you know, I'll just listen to the first
album.
album.
Really feel.
I was hella mad.
I honestly
and they never interviewed with me.
Oh,
Tell us the real reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Undeath. Undeath. I will go through my DMs with Undeath, and I'll tell you this.
Let's not.
I'm doing it right now. I'm fucking wasted.
Good advice.
Undeath.
What about Noah's number 9?
Yeah. Keep going there.
Okay. Okay. You're probably saving me right now. So Noah's number 9. What is your number 9?
My number 9 is Untergang and Anatomia Split.
Oh yeah,
Split is hard.
I forgot that came out this year. Yeah, that was good.
So the reason why I picked that,
like in my original list.
yeah, fucking I'll just like put background music on, like, you know, I'll hit like some Death Doom band and then hit the radio and then play it on Spotify, and the Undergang Split, Untergang, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that would always come on, and so I would just listen to that one, gravitate.
Yeah, that one's sick.
Hey, so
Hell yeah.
am I losing credibility for never listening to Untergang? Because I'll tell you this, my homie that all he listened to was MF Doom in high school came up to me and was like, "Yo, bro, you got to check out Undergang," and I was like, "Oh man, it's some fucking socially conscious fucking like hip hop. I'm cool," and I didn't listen to it because I didn't even know what it was. And then I hear about it years later. Mike's like,
missing out, man.
Mike was like, "I used to spin this shit when it first came out on my radio show," and I was like, "Wait, that's death metal?" And then I am familiar with who they are now, but I still haven't sat down and actually listened to them.
Yo, dude, I did a cover, like a brief cover of one of their songs using like my synthesizer shit for like one of those. It was a contest for a box set I already won, so I was disqualified, but I still kind of won it anyways.
That's sick.
But yeah, dude, I need to repost that video. I need to just share it again, like a reel or something, because that shit was pretty fucking funny, dude. I did a Sang with Zuckerberg cover too.
Lily just his fucking forehead just twitched when you said that shit.
What? I didn't even hear anything, motherfucker. I'm making my list.
He said he did a
I'm
cover.
I'm busy with my list.
Yeah, he didn't hear that. Number 8.
My number 8. So I'm gonna change my number 8.
Ooh.
I'm gonna make it I'm gonna make it Skag.
I'll have it.
Skag
Dude, Skag
self-titled.
fucking rules. That release was sick.
The reason why I put it in my number 8 is because I've been waiting for a long time since their single. Huge fan of that shit, and they finally released it, and I'm just happy it's out. And then the way I'm structuring it is I'm doing most popular towards the end because I have some other shit towards the beginning that's super fucking cool. So number 8 for sure is Skag, self-titled.
Skag.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Yo, they should do a split with Scab Hag and call it Skag Hag.
I think that's
Thanks,
a
Doug
band.
Skag.
Like seriously.
Skag.
They are all in the same state.
Yeah, what's up with Ohio, man? Ohio, there's something in the fucking water out there this year, dude.
Nah,
Motherfuckers-
it's Alaska
It's
Fork.
just Ohio.
We should all
Honestly,
move
though,
to Ohio.
There's always been good Ohio death metal too, though.
Yeah. I mean, Nunslaughter's from Ohio, right?
Hell yeah.
They've been there forever. They've been around forever. So
Yo.
Hey,
Yeah.
did you pronounce it Nun Slaughter?
I'm pretty sure that's how they say it.
It's Nun's
Yeah.
Laughter.
Stupid motherfucker.
I was all at that
Wow.
exhibit this week.
That
I was
joke
like,
sucked.
yo, I went up. I started going up and filming at the show. I like, you know, you go to a show and you see people you run into, and I went up to a homie right when I saw him there. I was like, yo, man, I thought Weezer was playing tonight. There was no
Bro,
Weezer.
seeing Nunslaughter live was one of my favorite shows I've
I would love
seen
to.
in such a long time, dude.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
We played that fest with them in Ohio in fucking June, and it was so
That's
sick,
right.
dude.
I remember-
I'm not really the guy who like sings along with bands at shows that hard, but like Nunslaughter is a band that I'll go super fucking dummy hard with the singing along shit.
Hell yeah.
But
I'm-
it's just because I'm a
Early on?
fan. I know a lot of their songs, but like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're like a really
I
fun
feel it.
band to see.
they are because they have their music is so universal. They have a bunch of different, you know, there's always been like not every release is the same, you know?
No, it is.
I mean, it is because you get Nunslaughter, but
That's
it's
why I like them. Dude, they
No,
put out
it's-
so many records that have like the same songs over and over again from other records, but I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. This shit's
oh well, yeah,
sick.
but it's always like different a little bit.
Yeah, they're like
yeah,
the
they re-record it, but
Agathocles
it's
of
like
America.
whatever. You know what I mean?
Does
They're
anybody
like
have
they've been like a legacy band from the start.
Them motherfuckers are like DJ Khaled. They're like another one.
Another one.
Another one.
does
Another
anybody
split.
in here have Nun Slaughter Fluid Split on their top 10 for the year?
No,
No.
but I just got it in the mail.
Ah, can't wait. You got to listen to that one. That's a good
It's
one.
really good.
Schuler Benson did the lyrics and vocals on a Fluid song on there.
Yeah.
I got it, threw it in the toilet, pressed the button, and I was like, "Yep, it's probably what it sounds like." And I
Yeah.
went on with my day.
Wow.
Dang.
I'm just kidding. I put it on the shelf.
And
Number
number seven.
I like
Boom.
that me and you are both like ferociously chewing right now after smoking a ton of weed. We're like, oh
Fuck
god,
yeah, dude.
we just
Did
look like we're enjoying so much of what's in our mouth,
Fucking right, dude.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
number
and
seven.
we look good doing
Number
it. too.
7. All right, so number 7, I'm gonna change again.
Uh-oh.
And this one is a bit of a shout out. Shout out Seep Hymns to the Gore.
Ooh.
Oh, That's a
That
good
is
one.
And,
Fucking banger.
Dude,
It's slimy.
Hymns to the Gore. 1, I fucking love it. 2, it reminds me a lot of the way I used to play when I was really into like doom metal and shit. I would
Yeah.
play a lot of fucking doom, and
Oh, yeah.
I get a lot of Conan riffs listening to Hymns
Fuck
to
yeah.
the Gore, along with some other shit like early Electric Wizard type shit. But then if you make it death metal, basically.
But slimy.
Hell yeah.
So that was
Oozing.
kind of familiar in a different way.
Yeah, dude. He definitely made a really cool, kind of different album this time. It was really neat.
It made me feel uncomfortable, like I needed to
Hell
take
yeah.
a shower.
You know,
That's honestly
It's
my
been a
favorite.
while
It's really
since an
the
album has
production
done
was
that to me.
super raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
felt
yeah, I
like
love
I
that
was
shit.
trapped in a cavern getting dripped on. It was gross.
Yeah. Yucky. It's big yucky times.
Fucking hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, yucky shit for sure.
Yeah,
That don't happen much anymore, man.
For real though.
dude.
Yeah,
There's another Doom one on my list too. That's really good.
Yeah, let's keep
Fucking-
it going for it's like 3 a.m.
number 6.
Mhm.
Number 6. All right. So number 6, let's do Putrid Liquid.
I don't know which one that is. Is that
Putrid
fucking-
Planet, the colorful one.
oh yeah,
Psychedelic.
Hey, May Vizzle, I also messaged you on mine through Instagram. I don't know if you can add them or it's too late, but
Yeah, the
They're in
list
there.
is generated, but I will. What I'm gonna do when I get to your guys's is I'll
Just
pull
type
up
it
a
out.
different browser, yeah, and search up the art. So putrid liquid. How the fuck was that?
So I
haven't
really
even heard of
like
I don't know what
so
that is.
anything that the dudes from Moiscus touch is gold in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy hearing them on a record. So any bit of them creating some heavy shit on a record, I'm 100% down for.
Straight up. Hell yeah.
It's Moiscus
They
came
live
through
that shit,
St.
bro.
Louis.
Yeah.
They came through St.
do,
Louis,
really.
and it was one of the sickest fucking shows I've seen in a long time.
They've definitely been one of those bands that's grown on me over the last year for sure.
Oh, dude. The Red album. I forget what it's called, but I call it the Red album. That's like one of my favorite fucking things ever.
So yeah, we saw them at the same fest in Ohio, the Life After Death Fest, and I hung out with Adam. Super tough, man. That dude's cool as shit. They were really tight on stage. I really thought they were great.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's good shit.
I got a hot take. I forget the drummer's name. What's his name?
I don't remember.
Forget his name, but in my opinion, he's probably one of the best, most creative drummers right now.
Yeah, he's got a definite unique style,
Yeah.
but he's really good.
It's like super fucking precise, but like smooth as fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, he's got a weird swag.
Yeah.
all right.
And then what is it? Number 5 now?
Numero
5.
5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Number 5. Let's do shout out Limbless. Fucking
Yeah.
Yes. More trash
dude.
can snare.
Holy
Yeah,
fuck my ears.
I know they released it a little later than the other ones that I had, but fucking since they dropped it, I've been listening to it over and over, along
Yeah,
with
that
the
shit's
rest of
awesome.
their shit.
It's so
I
brutal.
put them with Corpse Pile.
Yes, they literally Limbless Corpse Pile split. It's the same guys, but I want to see
Yeah.
it. It's basically them making 4 songs if they do that.
Fucking love it. Yeah.
The
Again,
old limb
anything
pile?
they touch, I like it.
The old pile of limbs.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
pile
shout
of
out
limbs.
to them.
Corpse Pile needs to do a split when Fluids does their next when they do Piled 4 because Fluids just did Piled 3. Corpse Pile needs to do a split with them called Piled 4, Piles on Piles or some shit.
Sounds
Mhm.
great. Moving on.
I
Now
will
with
do it.
number 4. Right back at you, Bloodspawn.
All right, number
Fucking
4.
Christ.
Number 4. Let's do Endocillus. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the
Endometrius.
Endoculus.
This one, this pink one.
No, it's the one to the right. That one. Yep,
Yeah,
that guy.
that's a Satan.
So, Crypt Dweller, guitar player. He did a solo Doom album or EP demo,
Crypt
and
Dweller?
yeah, Crypt Dweller guitarist. At Crypt Cake Stench on Instagram. He just did a solo Doom project, and since he dropped it, I've been listening to it over and over again because I fucking love Doom. And then he has like a really cool fucking vibe as well, as far as like his musicianship and shit.
Fuck yeah.
Enjoy hearing him play.
Crypt
Yeah.
Dweller.
Crypt Dweller.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then let's see, what number are we on? Number 3?
Number 3.
Number 3. Let's do Mucus. The pink
yeah.
one with the So this is a project. It's a death metal project. I think it's a 3-piece, no drummer. So far, they're getting a live lineup together, but this EP I feel like was kind of slept on. It's fucking phenomenal. What it does is it does it phenomenally. It reminds me of like Tucker era Morbid Angel Worship mixed with some modern two-step and death metal, basicly.
Okay.
Somehow this makes sense.
Fucking love it.
Someone kill me.
throw a little
Fucking
fun beat on
nerds.
the bitch. Play some sick shit and then play some shit where you're like, I'm just chilling right now.
Blood incantation.
Yep. Yeah. Fuckers.
I have a headache. Dude, I could feel it in the album, bro.
Whoa.
Blood incantation.
Like how bad was your migraine, dude? Because that shit was wild.
But then, okay, so that was number 3. Number 2, I want to do Bulma.
Oh, yeah,
Capsule
that band.
Core Crew. Fucking love Bulma. I actually just found out about Bulma, and ever since I found out about him, I can't stop listening to him. And so,
I've been meaning to get around to listening to this band.
fucking love him.
I once
I've
jerked
been-
off into a manga that had Bulma's tits out.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I mean,
Dang.
I was 11, and I live next to a Sanrio, so I did jerk off to a lot of hentai. Is that what it's called? Is that
Yeah.
too much? Are we live right now?
Are we live?
They can't see my face still, right, Babe Bizzle?
Yeah, they see you.
Oh, damn it. I take back that shit I said about Sanguisabug.
Oh my God.
Fucking
Man, squishy bums.
squishy bombs.
Sam's.
Hey, you know what? Remember when we were trying to figure out what body box kind of was? It reminds me of a redneck joke when they say like, what's a redneck chick say after having sex? Like, scoot over, pie, you're squishing my cigarettes. Like, that's body box.
Yeah.
That joke.
Body boxes, and I've told it to Hunter Young, and he agreed with me when I talked to him about it like a couple months ago. I said body box is basically the amalgamation of Florida men in a band. It's like the Florida Man if it was a band. And that's what the whole concept behind it is. And he was like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, that's what we're going for with it. And I was like,
And then right after that, we went to his number 2.
number 1.
Oh, is it one?
Yeah.
Number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1, Necrovision, Abomination. Shout out Necrovision.
Oh,
Necrovision
shit.
The
Abomination.
boys. The boys.
So I guess at this point we can start talking about something that's planned with that.
So you can't pick Necrovision as number 1. and you can't because it's not fair. That's cheating. Because fucking
Because it's not true. It's
Murder-
impossible for them to be
No.
number 1. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I was gonna put them as my number 1 too, but it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be
Because
fair
they know you were lying.
because what the fuck? No, man. Because
I'm
January
the joking guy. I'm like the Jack Black guy up here. I gotta make fun of everything, even though I don't mean it.
January 13th. January 13th, Necrovision is releasing on cassette under the new label Murder City Records. I'm handling distro. Noah is the brains behind the label. Brand new
Juveniles
label.
doing their banking.
Yeah, Juvenile's doing our accounting.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't know.
Yo, Murder City Records, bro. What you know about murder on these streets, bro?
Yeah.
But
This
yeah.
is-
Odie.
Yeah, that's the
Fucking-
official announcement.
Yep. So we're gonna be releasing that on cassette. We're doing 100, and we're distroing some out, and then we're also selling on our store page. We have it set up. We'll be posting about it later.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, we're pretty much all of this is an effort to start getting more St. Louis death metal bands some recognition, because there's a good 6 to 10 that are to be announced, and I'll have a hand in producing all of them and getting them
yeah.
out there. So then that way
Fuck yeah.
bands on the coast and stuff can have another good spot in the Midwest to connect tours and shit, because it's a fucking long drive from Ohio to Arkansas, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and to connect a tour, even Ohio to Tennessee is fucking ridiculous without
Yeah,
connecting
fuck
something.
yeah.
So
True.
I want to do that to help facilitate some more traffic around here, also for my own enjoyment, because I fucking love death metal and I want to see better death metal shows. So
I think it's more weird if you don't like death metal.
I know, right? It's like
I mean, I don't know why the fuck I'm in here.
So everybody make sure to follow Murder City Records on Instagram. MurderCityRecords.com website is under construction. You're going to find some long sleeves, some short sleeves. Necrovision, we're going all out for this release. We want to do these guys justice because they put out a really fucking badass project. And Andrew Crawford, who is Crawdaddy in this motherfucker, he dipped out, but he is the person who showed me Necrovision. So thank you so much, Andrew, for showing us these fucking great dudes. And yeah, man, motherfucking Murder City Records. It's the cat's out of the bag. Tapes are fucking out January 13th. Images coming soon. And now we're gonna move on up to our homeboy Daddy Lurch over here with his top 10. I already know what it is. It's gonna be Bonginator, 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 Bonginator demo, Bonginator, Bonginator, and then 4 more Bonginators.
I think you had said 10 already. That would be 14.
So,
I said 5.
No, you said 23.
I did.
Let's go.
okay, so the first 6 are not in any particular order, but I'm gonna just show it like this. We got Shadows album.
Wordwarders.
That is a good one.
Very riffy, beyond bolt thrower worship. It's just beyond that shit. It's very fucking sick.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Another one that just came out, but I got an early copy of it, so I've been listening to it. Putrefaction Sets In.
Oh, is that good?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. I keep coming back to it over and over again. And it looks cool. It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
But it's very
their
carcass.
like first band.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Certain era of carcass worship, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was them I read something about, but it's like their first band ever. I could be wrong.
Who put
I think
that
you're
out?
wrong. I think
It's like
Gurgling Gore and some other label too.
Okay.
Black Hole
I remember
Production.
seeing something about it. I haven't heard it yet though.
Yeah, it's really good. It just came out. I got it a little early and let the cat out of the bag by accident. But also Zombotli.
Yes.
Oh,
This
a good
album
one.
in the bad
I keep
blood,
coming back
baby.
to.
Bathed in the
I almost
bad
put
blood.
that one in too. Yep.
Oh,
I
wait,
keep
nope.
coming back to this over and over and over and over and over.
I listened to it a couple times and I really, really liked it, but it didn't quite make my top 10.
Also, Maul, Seraphic Punishment,
One
definitely.
of these days.
And not just because I did a bunch of like keyboard stuff on here, but like just like listening to this whole album like in order from top to bottom, it's a whole fucking ride. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, it really is.
It really does deliver a full album experience. Also coming in that bottom 6, Ruin, Spread Plague, Death. This one is just nonstop around here. I fuck with this super hard. And then also, here's another one for the first 6, Dungeon Serpent. I don't know if you guys listen to this very much, but this one just I have to keep coming back to. Shout out to Desert Wastelands. It's a fucking super sick ride, man. Like it fucking goes hard. There's a lot of cool melodies, a lot of sick riffs. You know, it's fucking
yeah.
super. Now these next three are like, this is like my top four, and these aren't in any particular order either, but there is the top one. But I put these kind of in the same thing. The Phobophilic album, Enveloping Absurd Titties.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this album.
Anytime cities are involved, that's a plus.
This album gets a lot of play. One I'm not hearing a lot about anywhere, but to me was fucking incredible was Astral Tomb Stargazer.
Oh,
or Soul Gazer, sorry, Soul Gazer.
I remember
This album is fucking incredible, dude. It's really cool.
yeah.
There's really nothing in
about that
the
one.
entire world of death metal quite like these guys. They kind of throw all the rules away and do what the fuck they want. It's fucking pretty goddamn incredible. And there's synthesizer parts and like little clean interludes are cool as fuck too. But like the thing I like about it, a lot of the time they really do sound like they're kind of just half improvising everything they do, which is fucking super incredible. Also coming in on the top 4, Devil Master, motherfucking.
Oh yeah.
There was another one that I had a hard time between, and I think you know it. It was between that and another one, very similar.
Ecstasies of Never Ending Night, dude. I listen to this album
That's a good one.
2 or 3 times a week. It's fucking. I like it more every time I listen to it. But my for real top.
I think I know what it is.
You do? Guess. Go ahead.
Is it night? It's
fucking
night.
night.
It's fucking night.
It's night. The fucking Voices of the Cronian Moon, bro.
You gotta send that to me. I didn't listen to it.
That's such a cool album.
It really is, man. And this tape that Sentient Ruin did of it is just super fucking tight.
Yeah.
They got the blue tape, the blue fucking show.
I'm super bummed I missed that show when they were in Boise.
Oh, dude, yeah. I wish that tour or whatever they were doing would have come anywhere around here. But yeah, dude.
Wasn't that with like The Witcher or something?
It was something like that. Yeah, some cool band. But yeah, dude, that's for real. I think my number 1 for the year.
That's a good one.
I listen to that album so very much.
Dang, that's a good one. I forgot all about that. That was a good record.
It's not death metal, but it kind of is. It's just like heavy metal with like black metal-y vocals.
It's in the vein.
And I've been listening to a lot of shit like that too, like the Summerlands album, the fucking Morgul Blade album. All those albums are really, really good too. Morgul Blade especially is fucking sick.
Dang, those are all really good releases.
Yeah, it was a lot of good shit this year, man. And I didn't even shout out to Flesh Rot. That definitely gets a mention. I've listened to that a ton. I just don't have a copy of it to show you right now. There's a lot of really, really great albums that came out this year.
Oh yeah. I haven't
There's like too many.
To be honest, I slept so hard this whole year.
Dude,
I
ran out of money at some point is what really happened to me. Halfway through the year, I became broke and I couldn't buy any of the new shit that was coming out. I mean, I've still managed to get a couple things, and like some people have gifted me things, which has been nice. But
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't get to
you
keep
have to
up
look
on
out for the toy snugs.
Also big shout out to Lapoma. This is fucking really cool.
Yes.
I almost put that in there. Yep.
Shout
That's
out to
a
that
fun
dude.
one.
I'll put that as an honorable mention for sure. I listen to that
as
a
an
lot.
album of the year honorable mention though.
That's a good album.
No, but at top 10 honorable mention, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Also, split of the year for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe name a better split, but I don't know. I think that one's really cool. It's just
I know
different.
3.
I couldn't see it from here. It looked like an agnostic front CD.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Lily.
Yeah, there you go. Converge.
It's another.
I love them.
I've been running gurgling gore shit super hard on here.
Yeah.
but he does put out a lot of really great shit. And this all over pad print on the tape is
Oh.
pretty.
Those
fucking
are always so cool.
Someone write all over it with a pink Sharpie, and then
No, it's a
switch it around.
pad print, bro.
It's a gel pen.
Oh, I don't fucking know. I can't see
Wait-
anything.
Wait till you see the fucking Hot Graves tapes, bro.
TVs weren't even as good as this. Like this picture wasn't even as good as the TVs I had when I was like 10, and that was bad. I was playing Nintendo. Like I can't see shit right now.
Yeah, I mean it's fine, and I'm showing everything backwards and the front facing the camera or whatever. I don't know. Who
Yeah.
cares?
I thought the last tape you put up was Sinead O'Connor, dude. Like,
This is Sinead O'Connor's metal project.
So what do you
No,
got?
but for real, you know what I wanted to do? There's a Sinead O'Connor song called "I Am Stretched Out on Your Grave," and I wanted to do a fucking like doom metal version of that shit. I probably should still do it.
yeah. And then, dude, we could do all right. Spider Mittens and Warflirt's plasmodulated split. Right, you do that, and I'll recover Katy Perry's "I Kissed a Boy and I Liked It." What do you say?
It's like Kiss the Girl.
What do you say?
Whatever. I'm trying to make
Actually-
it like all queer and shit for these kids these days, so they don't kill
you
me.
know, we used to do singing that song, and it was like, "I kissed the squirrel and I liked it, the taste of his hairy chopstick."
Nice. Was he
Yeah.
carrying
Hell
around
yeah.
trash or something, like eating, and he had a chopstick? Where did the chopstick come from?
It's his
It-
penis.
it's his penis, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
wing
yeah,
piece, bro.
I've never
'Cause
heard
it's like
someone call
a
it penis a
squirrel's-
chopstick.
A squirrel's penis. Think about it.
Well, because she
Man.
says cherry
Ever
chapstick, and
seen
we
a
said
duck
hairy
penis?
chopstick.
It's like a squirrel peen.
Squirrel
Sick.
penis.
Cool. Awesome. Great.
You got to
I'm
know
glad I'm
about
here.
it, dude. If you've ever seen a squirrel penis, you would know.
Oh god.
If you were
Is it
really
like-
from Florida,
Yeah.
you would know what a squirrel penis looks like by now.
Duh. It's like common knowledge.
Yeah, it's in Florida. Everybody knows what squirrel dicks
Text.
look like.
Yeah, I bet they do.
I have no idea what a squirrel dick looks like.
Dude, at the
But
bar,
I love that for myself, actually.
at Lucy's, where we've played a few shows there, and like the bass player of Hot Graves is one of the owners there and shit. But there's a French fry squirrel that lives there who like comes down and is famous for like just coming up and like snatching a French fry out of your hand. You know, if you offer it a French fry.
If you don't,
it's
he's
like-
like, wasn't offered. No, thank you.
But that squirrel has like, you know, like pregnant squirrel titties. It's kind of crazy.
It's like those possums, like that. You ever seen that like crazy blonde chick on Instagram that has like 100 possums and their eyes are all bulging out of their heads, and it's from them like
No.
getting too fat, and all the comments are like, "You're terrible, lady. Like you're not supposed to own possums. That's why their eyeballs are gonna explode." It's crazy.
I have definitely not seen that.
Man, my feet is fucked up, dog. It's just like girls falling off rope swings and like blonde chicks that catch wild animals and don't treat them well. I don't know how it came to this.
It's because that's what you look at. They give
No.
you the shit that you engage
No.
with the most.
Yeah, like fucking erotic literature, you fucking weirdo.
There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Erotic.
Yeah, there was at the end. You were like, I didn't even read past that part. You fucking did, you lying
Okay,
ass
okay.
bitch.
So, Mr. White,
Erotic
Miss-
fan fiction.
Mr. White, Mr. White,
Yes,
can you tell
yes,
us
yeah, hello.
about your erotic diarrhea fantasy? Now, tell us about your top 10 of the year. What's your top 10?
All right. Let me open this bitch up.
Dystopia, obituary, obituary.
Obituary
Yo, but for
sucks.
real, what do y'all think about that new obituary album cover?
It's fucking terrible.
The album cover definitely looks pretty cool.
I don't even.
No,
know
I
what
thought
you're
you were
talking
gonna
about.
say. I thought you were gonna say the song. Yeah, the album looks awesome. I can't speak much for the single. Shit.
I
blows.
didn't-
The single was what I would expect from Obituary in 2022.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
they're
dude-
riding the wave now, dude.
The
Yeah.
last album they put out, they just put out like a self-titled album, just like kind of out of nowhere. That shit was sick, dude. I liked it a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
The
Obituary.
first three songs are like total rippers.
It's Obituary.
So,
It's just a riff soup.
my number 10 is Pope Crusher by Witchery.
Okay, wait, which witchery is this?
It's an old Witchery, and that used to be like Satan's Slaughter or whatever in like the fucking
Right.
early 90s.
I didn't know they put out a new album.
Yeah, it's fucking rad. It's like it's got that haunted feel to it, which I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like when my brother and all of us were touring a lot in like the early 2000s, like that was like the kind of the new thing, like that second wave of like Swedish metal that were all dudes from like the older Swedish bands, like that 5152 At the Gates, you know, because they were kind of reviving that shit at that time. And it was
Zero.
Dimension Zero.
Yeah, their first album was sick.
Dude, there was just a lot of metalcore was kind of phasing out at that time, but just starting to get like, I don't know, like a little bit more polished. Like you had bands like God Forbid, which, you know, I wasn't like a huge fan of, but the guitar tones, like, or like when, you know, fucking, God damn it, what's their name? I don't know. I'll figure it out. A bunch of metalcore bands at that time, which I honestly, man, I feel like when you see, I'm a bit older, so I remember a bunch of shit. Like I don't find new things of metal anymore. That I didn't just get into certain kinds of metal. It's been there for well over a decade, and it's like I kind of pander back to. I'm like, oh, I'm in a gore grind mood this year, and then, but like at that time, man, like At the Gates, like it was just being passed around. You know, it was never like a big album, but like for some reason, and like up in New York and Ohio, like everyone was like fucking getting into metal and over hardcore. It was like the first fracture of hardcore. And they all started these metal bands. Like you've got fucking Tom or whatever the fuck his name is, Giles from Between the Buried and Me with Prayer for the Cleansing, which by the way, like that first Prayer for Cleansing album in '99, the Rain and Endless Fall, you can hold that shit up to some of the best metal that's ever been put out, some of the best albums. Like that album in itself is one of the greatest metal albums of all fucking time. Or Beneath the Ashes of Recreation by End This Day in 2001, that was on Life Force, dude. Like some really hitter ass metal that just like kind of got a weird rap at the time, or at least later, because it was like right around the time the haircuts first showed up, you know. But like some solid shit. And I remember when my brother's band getting signed to Metal Blade, and they were like, you know, Black Dahlia Murder came from those same scenes. The Michigan scene was like crushing. Like I remember when Black Dahlia Murder first started, and fucking me and Trevor stealing a bunch of fucking pizza from a Vital Remains show they played in Providence. You know what I mean? So like I was around during that time, and some of the greatest, like a lot of those bands didn't get the same kind of. The thing was, is the Black Dahlia Murder fucking kept going, and they had something good. They had that Gothenburg style, but they totally were like, it was very unique to them. Like to this day, one of my favorite albums of all time is still the first Black Dahlia Murder album over all the other ones. That last song, fucking Apex, dude, is still like
dude, Thy Horror Cosmic.
What's up? Yeah,
Thy Horror Cosmic. That song to me was the best song on that record.
That's like to me the second best song on there.
So the fucking title track, that whole album is sick as fuck.
Yeah, it's brutal.
If you didn't know,
it really was groundbreaking for its time, honestly. Like that, nobody was really doing the more death metal side of the metalcore thing.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you gotta listen to some of the bands at that time, dude. I'll like make you a list of them. Like the other, one of the other bands next to it was definitely Prayer for Cleansing. Like that album is like the Slayer of its time. Like it's just fucking badass as fuck, dude. Some of the most like insane fucking riffs. Like I've tried to play some of them, and I'm like, what the fuck? And like that makes sense, dude. They went on to be Between the Buried and Me. So
yeah. Who is awesome.
Which Alaska. I pissed off the guitarist the other day because my friend posted a picture of them moshing Clearly like a long time ago, and I was like, Alaska was your last best album.
I'm back.
Yes.
And he wrote on the comment, and he was like, oh, I love when non-musical expertises tell me my albums are bad. It makes my day. And I almost said some fucked up shit, but I was like, nah, I'll let him have that, fucking nerd.
Alaska is the best Between the Buried and Me album.
Man, Silent Circus, dude, with that fucking crazy breakdown riff where it's like the lows following the highs. It's like do 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 do.
I actually just saw them this year on the Caribbean.
I think it's called like Chevanel Cut and Flip. It was fucking badass.
It was pretty cool. I was really mostly excited to see Between the Buried and Me and Chemist.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So fucking my number 9. I think my number 9 is definitely gonna be Obscene from Dead Horizon.
They
Hell
were
yeah.
sick.
I fucking really hold
They
on.
were
Obscene is
sick as
dope.
fuck.
I just realized I accidentally turned my TV up to 100 with my knee, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" It was just a dream, people.
Where did Andrew go?
Oh, also shout out the Dream Unending. That album is sick.
Oh yeah.
I haven't listened to that yet.
Yeah, it's really good.
You said
Good one.
lush, right? Wasn't that the word you used?
I did use that word, yes.
And I was like,
it is.
okay, well, I gotta listen to it then. It's lush. I'm in the
It's
lush
fucking-
mood right now.
It's a
It really
gorgeous.
is. It's a vibe for sure.
Like plants are growing and like your own personal garden while you listen to it, just without Mike Portnoy and those shitty gloves.
You are the plant growing in your
Yeah.
personal yard.
Yeah, no, you'll
Damn,
feel
bro.
you'll feel plants growing in between your synapses while you're listening.
Straight up.
Man, it's
It's so huge.
so what am I at? 8,
Eight.
7?
Hey,
No, man, I did fucking Witchery and then I did Obscene. Now it's 7.
okay.
Probably Chasm Dweller, Festering and Oral Trauma, dude. It
Really?
was I liked it. I don't know, man. Like it was a toss up between that and Trenchfoot. I don't know why I liked those two albums.
I don't know.
I just
either.
liked them a lot.
I mean, they both were cool.
I'm not.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry. I'm not talking shit.
I don't give a fuck. I don't know anything about them or where they're from. I just was like, man, this is pretty dope. I liked it.
No, I
don't
didn't get
know.
to listen
Whatever.
to the new Chasm Dweller, but
What's it called? The new Chasm Dweller?
Yeah.
Festering and Oral Trauma. Damn, everyone got
It's
quiet
good.
for that one.
It's
never heard
actually
of it.
good. I like it.
I didn't listen to the new one. I listened to the old one. That was pretty cool. But
Well, man,
I
if you
feel
think
like every
that
time
sucks,
I
you're gonna
listen
hate
to
my
it-
number 1.
I feel like every time I listened to it, I just was like, it was a bad time, so I wasn't like really sinking into it, you know?
I think that's what it was trying to do because that's how I felt every time I listened to it.
Like
Like
I
this
was
is
like,
a bad
man, I
time.
really wanna hear
bad
it.
time. God damn
This
it.
is,
I
and you
really
know
wanna,
what?
like, sit
Sometimes you
down and
need
listen.
that album. You know, like the first
But
Foo
I did
Fighters
listen to
record.
it a bunch. It's a good record.
Anyway,
Number 7.
Goods for a Lot. This album called Friendship, Love and War. It's kind of like this. It's a really awesome black metal project. I don't know how to explain it. It's super layered and it's super lo-fi, and it's probably one of the coolest things I've heard in a really fucking long time.
What is it?
Goods for Lat. It's GUDSFORLADT.
Goods
Okay.
for a lot.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking, dude. It's wild. I still like don't comprehend it. Like I've listened to it a couple times, sober and stoned, and I'm like, man, maybe I need to take some other kind of drug and listen to this because I'm not quite there yet.
Goods
But
for lot.
I
Did you
got
listen to that new Dark Throne?
Hell
I
yeah,
did.
dude.
Yo,
I love
after
it.
listening to it a couple more times and initially kind of not really digging it, I ended up buying the box set that's got like the signed
Yeah.
letter
Yeah.
and the CD and the. I was like,
Yo.
fuck it, this is gonna be worth a lot of money.
It's
This
really
is-
good.
this is the
I love
most this is the most black metal album art I've seen in a long fucking time. I'll give it that.
Dude, it's a chick ice skating. There's nothing black metal about it at all.
What are you talking about? This is the artwork for Goods for Lot right here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dark Throne.
No, it's a guy. It's a dude in a
Oh, there you
field
go.
with a cape and a sword, like during
Dude,
daytime.
it is okay. So there was this black metal band that was like in the 90s too that was from Germany, I think, called Horn. And like the guitars did like if you thought Burzum was recorded bad, this took it to a fucking new level. But everything was audible. That's the thing though. He chose all these tones very specifically, and it was very lo-fi, and it's one of the coolest black metal bands ever. fucking Horn. It's so
Oh,
good. And
Horn.
this
Horn.
reminds me of it, but it reminds me like of LARPing black metal, exactly like this picture. Like there's just this dirty ass fucking dork under that shit with a cape on. You know, like he's like, fuck corpse paint, dude. This picture is worth more words than corpse paint on a cover could ever mean. Because you don't know if there's corpse paint under there. You don't know if this motherfucker don't have a face. You know what I mean?
I think
Yeah.
you
You don't
got
know
a
if
face.
that's
Just can't tell, bro.
that sword may be made out of duct tape.
It might be a baguette.
Kind of looks like it is. Looks like
Where do
a
you
thumb
listen to
sword.
Horn?
It might be a flute.
He was listening to Horn.
No,
For this album.
where do you listen to Horn?
Oh God, I don't even know how I'd find. I might have the demos and the full lengths on my
He's got
hard
the
drive. And I
8-track
could
tape.
send it to you.
Go on Google and type in, without safe search, type in horny and on images, and
I mean, it's
you'll
probably
find-
on YouTube. There's a bunch of like
How is it
black
spelled?
metal.
You could probably
Horn-
actually do that.
Is
It's
there
just
an
Horn.
E at the end of it?
Go on,
Nope,
go on.
just
No,
Horn.
trust me. Go on Google and type in boobs on images, and you'll find
Trust
horn.
It's like I'm still wondering what they look like.
Iron
You got your-
Head.
When you
Fuck
got your
what they
wife,
look like, bro.
when
What
you
the
got your
fuck do
wife
they
pregnant,
smell
she made
like?
you wear like a bag over your head. She's like, "Don't look at me."
Number 6.
Cold Steel, by Conservative Military Image, dog. They're
Conservative military image, dog.
yeah, no dog, just Conservative Military
Oh.
Image.
No, dog.
Oh, well, it makes less sense when it's not, you're not talking about a dog.
Oh yeah,
So I'm just saying
Cold Steel.
that
Oh,
looks
shit.
stupid.
what's that?
That looks stupid. But I was just fucking around.
Yeah, they're dude. Their album covers are actually pretty dope. They've kind of got a theme at this
Looks like
point
a
now.
Minor Threat T-shirt.
Look up the cover for Skinhead. They released all of them.
Like get put on a watch list real quick.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you're already a skinhead. What would change? There it is,
Same
right there.
thing.
Because I
came up.
don't Google it.
Oh please, that's not the weirdest shit he's Googled. Trust me.
I don't you Googleize it.
But yeah, you ain't got no way to play clips, dog. You fucking up, man. That's why Banger TV's killing it, bro. They can play music. They got that little skinny dude that's fucking mad annoying. What's his name?
James Smith.
The
I've never
Canadian
even
guy.
heard of that.
Yeah, dude. God, I want to fucking punch that nerd.
He's a comedian. Like a
Yeah, well,
stand-up
he's
guy.
not funny at all.
Maybe not, but he
Dude,
has.
he
a
shakes like a
stand-up-
chihuahua. Like he's scared all the time. Like everyone's judging him. He's like, anyway, never mind.
No, he's got multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, well, I know people that have
Oh.
AIDS.
I'm just kidding.
Does he
I don't know
for
if he
real?
has-
Yeah.
Does he
No,
for real
I
have?
Hey,
I just made that up.
I got a really good story. I got a really good story. I got a really
It's not
good
the stripper one, is it?
Oh, no.
'Cause that
story
one sucked.
time. Story time. Okay, you got me started talking about multiple sclerosis. So fucking
Oh god.
me and my cousin, when we were kids, we were just like, you know what? Let's start prank calling people, right? So fucking
As you do when you're a child.
but we started prank calling people that were in
This is
my
where you should
phone.
stop recording.
In my phone. I just found out how to do star 67. So I
Oh
gave
god, I remember
gave-
those days.
gave my cousin the phone. He's like, "Who's this Anthony guy in your phone?" And I was like, "Oh, that's my friend from summer school." And I was like, "That's his home phone." And he says, "Okay." So he calls up, I was probably like 11 years old. My cousin's like 15. He calls this guy up on star 67. His voice was deep. He just went through he sounded like an adult because he just went through puberty. So fucking he calls this dude
Puberty.
up. Puberty.
Puberty.
Herberder.
You know, his voice was all deep because he went through puberty.
Herberder.
This fucking story sucks.
No, it's really good. It's really good.
What did he say? What did he
So
say
he
when
calls
he
him
called?
up, and fucking the dude's dad picks up the phone, and he was
Come
like, "Come on, let me tell the story, man. Fucking Lily, I'll mute you. God damn it. Fuck." So he fucking calls the guy up, and his dad picks the phone up, and his dad's like, "Hello?" And he's like, "Hello, Mr. Seema," because that's his name. Like, "Hello, Mr. Seema. This is some with the with the school district. We're giving you a call because of your son's test." And he was like, "What test are you talking about?" And he said we observed your son, and we have determined that he has muscular dystrophy.
Nice.
And his dad's like, what? Who the fuck is this? And he's like all freaking out. Like, he's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You looked at my son. You observed my son. What are you talking? We're like, well, we took him in the medical office, and we looked over him. It's like, what are you talking about? You looked over my son. It's like,
Dude,
he has muscular dystrophy.
That's the shit you gotta do, man. Like, when we were younger, you were ruining lives when you prank phone called, or you
Hell
weren't doing
yeah,
it
bro.
right. Dude, like, one time I came up with this idea to just say, "Mom," to every single person in the yellow page until someone thought I was their kid. And I was like, "Mom, I'm arrested." And then I like looked up the town, and I was like, in Leominster, huh? And then I like had my friend grab the phone. He's like, "Mrs., we just got your son pulled over for drunk driving." And she's like, "But he's 13. And I'm like, "Mom, I'm with Tom, Tom." And she's like, "Who is Tom?" And then the cop says, "Here, give me the phone." And I said, "Shut up, pig." And she goes, "God damn it, Patrick, shut the fuck up." And I'm like, "Nah, pig, you're never gonna get me." And then we like make all the sound like he's "You're going to jail. And ma'am, it's gonna be $400 bail." And then you hear me in the background going, "Yeah, you could suck my dick." And she's screaming on the phone while the cop has it, which is my friend. And then he's like, "Right, the bail's gonna be $500. And she goes, "You said it was 400. He goes, "It goes up every minute." And she's like, "I'm so sorry." And then we gave her the address to the local police station.
Oh my god.
And this lady went in the middle of the night. We told her to talk to like Sergeant O'Reilly. Come on, dude. It was Leominster, Massachusetts, so it was totally believable. But we called like half an hour later, and she was like, "Fuck you, you motherfucker. My kid was sleeping in his room the whole time. I went down to the goddamn fucking police station." And we were like, and then all I said was, "You didn't think to check his room first, you fucking idiot." And she was like, "I like it," like at the top of her lungs, and like slammed the fucking phone down. It was great.
That's amazing.
One
dude.
time I got my fucking gym teacher divorced from his wife because we called up, keep saying we had his prescription of Viagra, but we only talked to his wife. And she goes, "Oh, okay, I will let him know." And then I had my girlfriend call the next week asking for him. And then when I went to gym class one day, Mr. Sylvia wasn't there. And the gym teacher I was banging said, "Mr. Sylvia is not here today because, well, I don't want to, you don't tell a lot of people, but they're getting a divorce." That's how it's done, boys.
Oh my god.
And then he got cancer and died, and Richard Hatch moved into his house. You know, the gay dude from Survivor.
I don't know who that is.
Whoa, yeah, the naked guy. He was always naked on season 1. He won.
Yeah, the one that. Yeah, and he did tax evasion. I saw that guy all the time. I'd say, "What's up, Richard Hatch?" And he'd say, "Fuck you," and flip me off.
Did you pull your Johnson out at him and say, "I can do it too, Richard"?
What? Because he's gay? Fucking
No,
homophobe?
I mean, no, because he fucking was naked, not because he was gay.
Yeah, okay. We all know you're not one for the gays.
No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, come on, man. Fucking one time my cousin fucking, I want to get him
Number
on the
5.
show. Yeah, number 5, whatever. Let's go. What's number 5?
Fucking Holder, the Eternal Fanfare.
Yes.
I fucking love that album. I love the one before it more, but I also love this one a lot. And I just got their fucking Decibel Flexi disc too. That one song is absolutely fucking incredible. They're definitely getting the.
It's an album
Check it
about. That's an album about watching War Flirts Wednesday, right?
Why? Because she's a woman. She has to automatically be attracted to every man she looks at.
No,
Jesus,
because
you're
it's
on a roll
it's
tonight.
the eternal fanfare.
Oh,
Wow.
she must have.
Wow.
Number
She must-
4.
Number 4.
Yeah, see, you're getting as tired as I was when it was the last person's turn.
What's number
Uh,
4?
Number 4 would be Lamp of Murmur with what is it? I think it was something Crimson Red Agony.
It's pronounced
yeah.
murmur.
Mew.
The Burning Spears of Crimson Agony. What a fucking badass name.
Yeah, right. That's the most metal thing I've ever heard.
it's pretty up there. There you go.
Burning Spears of Crimson Agony by Limp
Burning. Nah,
Murmur. Limp Murmur.
After that, I got fucking Rambo with their new album. It's like a crust punk band from Philly. Fucking badass shit. Stands for Revolutionary Anarchist Mosh Punk Overthrow. And if you've never fucking built a 30-foot fucking robot made out of cardboard and destroyed it within 10 minutes of the first song and hit each other with it the rest of this like whole set, then you haven't lived. Just throwing it out there.
Rambo?
I have
Rambo.
not lived. I have
Defy
not lived,
extinction.
and I don't get to live. It sucks.
Yeah, dude, sucks
And
for
I
you.
don't get to live.
Band fucking rules.
I like a crust punk. I actually just found out what crust punk is after meeting you.
See? Imagine figuring out what genres are at this stage in life.
I know, that's pretty wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean,
fuck, dude.
Maybizzle just figured out that
Like,
there's
I was a
beaches
crust punk
on
when I
the
was 15.
Found out what?
Maybizzle just found out that
crust
there's beaches all along the East Coast. So.
Yeah. Like, that's why they call it a coast. Bro.
Like, he just got scared for the first time by fluids. Like, I remember being in like 3rd grade and being scared of Cannibal Corpse. Like, actually, I don't even think I was like in 3rd grade then. That's the
Yeah,
scary
I
part.
remember thinking Napalm Death was the most intense thing I ever heard.
Yeah, and
I
then
mean-
you listen to that fucking One No Doubt album, Tragic Kingdom, and you were like, bro, this slays.
Well, I
And
thought
you're
it-
like, leave a message and you'll call me back. Oh, man.
I felt like
Unlikely story, but
okay.
What
next
about
one.
Barlow Girl?
Okay, what number are we on?
number 3.
3. Spider with Bathe the Babes in Bat Blood.
yeah,
bro.
dude. That shit
it
goes
was-
so hard.
It was between that and Devil Master, and I was like, they have to share a member, and they do. It's fucking vampire. Who knew that's what we needed in 2021 and 2022 was fucking vampire black metal again? But not
Yeah, dude.
even. It's like fucking punk
Shout
rock.
out to
It's
old
got
Nick,
like,
bro.
yeah, dude. It's got like the essence of like, I don't know, man. It's fucking
It's
Iggy
fucking
Pop
riled up.
almost.
But it
It's
also
got-
has like rock.
It's crazy. It's there's no defining it. You know, I think what's interesting in the last couple of years is we're going back to like the 80s and like the good part of the first part of the 90s, like 91 to 93, where bands like sounded different. You knew who they were just by their
Yeah,
sound.
yeah.
And we lost that over time.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I want to sound
Absolutely.
like this band, and this band. And it's like,
That's why
you can
that's
still
what's-
have an album of the year, but you're missing that thing where you sound like that band. Like Warflurch sounds like that band. Spider sounds like that band. Devil Master sounds like that band.
Right.
Exhumed
know it.
still sounds like that band. You know what I mean? And then you
Yeah.
have a bunch of stuff in the middle where it's like, I don't know if this is fucking bloody butt asshole, blood incantation, or tomb mold. I don't know the difference. Like, it could be the same band.
Well, also, like, to me, the thing that blends the hardest is all like the slam stuff and that
Oh,
kind of
dude.
thing.
Yeah.
Especially
Like,
when
all
like
that
you're
shit
on
is
YouTube and there's
super
like commercials for it.
It's like
Check it
really
out, slam metal
interchangeable.
band. Beep, 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 beep.
But they have a formula that they like seem to want to stick to, and it's like that's
Yeah.
the whole idea. Like we're crossing off these boxes,
Yeah.
I definitely think the last couple of years is, especially during quarantine, spawned a lot of fucking bands that sound like themselves, and they're already like, showing themselves that they're gonna be, especially with the popularity of everything right now, and not
Yeah.
that death metal hasn't always been popular. Like, I mean, it was technically like glam. Like, you have to keep in mind that American death metal is kind of what brought the grittiness to it in a sense, because it was like glammed out in Europe and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like death metal at that time, they were literally bands that looked like fucking Hanson. And that's like why you got death metal, and the death metal caused like a fucking lot of bullshit too. Even like in 90 to 93, like black metal fucking took over everything and like destroyed death metal scenes like a fucking fire. Like you can talk to some like old heads and they'll be like, yeah, there were just kids at our shows in like 91 that were yelling out black metal band names and like destroying the scene, and everyone was like fighting each other. Like, but
Yeah.
without that kind of fissure, like the bands actually sounding different, but like also very specific, like Obituary or Metallica, or like how those bands all have their logo and sound like, yep, that's them, which is pretty fucking awesome. But
Right.
anyway, like
Yeah,
Spider, like
sick.
if I hear that at any time, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's Spider.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 2.
Oh, number 2 is Jesus Wept.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, damn. Yeah, that works. Number 2 is Jesus Wept. I think I actually cut it down.
So you chose this one because it's super pro-vax?
Yeah, of course. Exactly. That's why I did it. I don't even think about that shit. Vaccine? What?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
I saw this and it reminded me to get my booster. I was like, oh yeah, Jesus
Hell yeah,
wept.
let's get her done.
One of us is never mind.
So keep going.
Yeah, what's it, number 1?
No, tell me
Yeah.
why you picked Jesus wept.
Dude, because it's fucking carcass worship, but it's got something else in it, and it's fucking great. It's like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I dare to say that, like, I don't know, man. Like, I would choose if they kept, like, oh God, I don't know, if they went towards this, like, if after Heartwork, this is what they sounded like for the rest of it, I'd still listen to it. I can't stand their
Yeah.
last fucking 3 albums. It's bullshit.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
I
It's like
agree.
They're not
there's like
fucking
cool
good.
parts, and then they'll put in a part that's like utterly embarrassing.
It's just like Swan Song, but fucking over and over and over again with like the early riffs and like Heartwork that made them
Sprinkled
noticeable.
in, like
And like it's fine, I
Yeah.
get it. Like you got like you're still putting out. I don't know. I'm just a fucking Carcass was my all-time favorite band. Like they're one of the first metal bands I ever got into, and I was like, fuck yeah, like listening to fucking Reek of Putrefaction and being like, holy shit, what is this? This is just someone puking into a microphone. I fucking love it. And then like fucking Heartwork was like, okay, and dude, Heartwork's like, I don't think Heartwork gets
Artwork
enough.
is awesome.
Heartwork doesn't get enough like notice as being like one of the like first mellow death albums. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Heartwork was one of the first mellow death albums. Like bands would the Gothenburg scene, like At the Gates, like all of those bands would have not started following that path if it wasn't for fucking Carcass. Carcass was just like gore grind, mellow death, whatever this fucking Swan Song shit is, which eventually grew on people and was like this bad. Even fucking Swan Song was fucking great. I don't care about the people that are purists. They fucking nailed hitters with everything. And then Necroticism after Symphonies and Reek, dude, was like fucking like I remember when that coming in and seeing that shit on MTV, bro, and being like, what the fuck, Carcass is on MTV, watching Beavis and Butthead before you guys were born.
Number 1.
Oh man, this is what I was gonna say. You might disagree with this one after the whole Chasm Dweller incident.
Bonginator.
Plasmodulated, baby.
Oh,
That's my number one.
Yeah.
Not even because we're the two hottest guys in this room. It's because I remember the time I listened to it, I just messaged you and was like, this is like one of the greatest fucking things I have ever heard.
dude, thank you so much.
Like, man, yeah. Gross Cave is still.
Thank
It was
you,
like
man.
I like had it not been for like that fucking that Swamp Thing Wharf Lurch and that shit, I don't think that me and you would have really become friends. I like wouldn't have made that shirt and started talking to you like randomly. Like,
Yeah.
and then Plasmodulated just fucking killed it. I was just like, what the fuck? This is awesome.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
definitely it was definitely up there between Jesus Wept and that one. But I haven't seen that one more than Jesus Wept, because if I thought hard enough and you didn't just message me an hour before I had to compromise this fucking stupid list, I think I could have found some other shit and been like, oh, that's definitely on my list. Maybe instead of Chasm Dweller, you know what I mean? But
That was a good one, though.
Plasmodulated, I probably
I did
listened to
listen to that.
Plasmodulated than I've listened to anything since Plasmodulated came out.
Yeah.
So
Damn, dude,
there's
that's
that.
beautiful. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Wait till that Spider-Man's record come out, because ain't no one gonna be talking about fucking Plasmodulated no more, motherfucker.
So I'll
You're
knock
gonna
out.
come crawling to me asking me to play bass.
I'll knock out my top 10 very quickly. Mine was.
Oh, you're breaking up.
What?
You're breaking.
You're fucking with me.
I'm just kidding.
All right, I'm gonna knock mine out very quickly. So here we go. Fucking for
Fluids
my
on fluids on fluids on fluids.
fluids.
Is this from 1 to 10 or 10 to 1?
This is 10 to 1. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go. Yeah. Some of my.
I mean,
shit
at this
already
point,
is
you
up
can
there.
just point at the albums with the mouse. You don't even need to move them, because none of mine are up there. You know, just
So-
makes sense.
Number 10 for me is gonna be Bonginator. 1986 Doink City Massacre. The way that the guy put this project together and literally came out of left field with the shit, and then like marketed himself so well, and made it actually like has some decent sounding music on it. Yeah, exactly, dude. That tape
Yeah,
is
I got 2
fucking.
copies of that.
He made it happen. He literally.
Actually, 3.
He went from fucking nothing to something. The reason I put it at 10 is because as far as a project goes, there are some imperfections with the mixing that do bother me after listening to it a lot. But I want to say, for the whole concept of the album, him putting it together and then coming with that goofy looking demo and then like kind of shaking everybody up on the internet real quick to like make this project happen. Fucking big shout out to Bonginator for that and having fun with it.
I will tell you this much just to save time for everyone. That was my number 7.
Okay, cool. So number 7 for you is Bonginator.
Definitely. I got the signed one
Oh, fuck yeah.
with the
right
all
on.
over print. That was when they came in. They actually stayed here when they were on tour, and that they were cool ass dudes.
Oh,
That was a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Clerks just dipped out. Hold on. Let me get this situated. Fuck. That's the one difficulty with having so many people is that like.
Yeah, as soon as one thing goes down, it messes up the whole screen.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to this one right here. That's weird. Here you go. Bam. Yeah, dude, Bonginator was fucking lit. I was really surprised with how that shit came
I loved
together.
everything about it, man. The whole rollout for it was awesome.
Yeah, they totally killed it. And big shout out to Bonginator. Man, you made it to my top 10 this year. Fucking number 9. I want to give that to... Sorry, I have to pull my list up. Number 9, I'm giving it to Intestinal Hex and Puke Wraith with their Medieval Grime split released on Gurgling Gore. Those guys fucking are like super insane with when it comes to writing shit. Like, I had a really good conversation with Brendan Dean from Puke Wraith, and he's from Canada. He fucking said that like everything that a lot of the songs that he writes, he bases it around like how Rush would write a song, and the way
Right. Same kind of formula.
yeah, like telling a story with each individual song, and then like the story that this tells, even though it's just a split, it literally tells a story about a dude from like today going back in time to fucking medieval times, thinking he's gonna be like hot shit, and then he ends up getting fucking cursed by this like wizard, and that's what's going on in the artwork, and like everything is just fucked up for him, and he just goes through like hell. So it's pretty sick.
dig the concept for sure. The concept is really cool.
I told him you got to make a comic book for this shit, And he was like, that would be cool, but it would cost a lot of money. So I was like, shit. So then Tar, my next one is Tar, Left to Bleed. A lot of people slept on this release this year from Frozen Screams, and it just fucking, it's a straight up fucking banger, bro. That Tar goes so fucking hard. Like, you really got, if you haven't heard Tar, Left to Bleed, you got to listen to that shit. It kind of sounds kind of like Maul almost. Like, that's a band I would compare it to that we've all talked about. It's just straight up in your face, almost like Beatdown, but not. Influence from Carcass a little bit too in there. Fucking killer fucking project. And then my number 7, I listened to this fucking the day my son was born. Mutilatred, Determined to Rot. Yeah.
Nice.
God, that was a
good one.
beefy one.
I listened to
That was
that.
a good one.
Dude, it was
I
so
forgot about
heavy.
that.
So fucking insanely heavy. I was like
That was
blown
a
away.
really good record.
I remember in the chaos of, having my kid and everything, or my wife having my kid, fucking, I was listening to that and I was just like, man, this is fucking insane. Like, that,
dude.
trying to listen to that while being in an operating room with a baby, fucking crazy, bro. In the delivery room. Like, fuck.
I could see how that would be an unforgettable experience.
Number 6, I can't believe nobody brought this one up. Sadistic Drive, Perpetual Torture. These guys are from Europe. I think they're from Denmark. I can't remember exactly where they're from, but
some Cannibal Worship.
Yeah, straight up sounds like one of the first 3 Cannibal Corpse albums. Sounds like if Chris Barnes fucking stayed with Cannibal Corpse. And I know I shit on Chris Barnes a lot, but the guitar sounds like that. It doesn't sound like Chris Barnes.
The whole formula. Yeah, the whole formula really.
It
just reminds me of Tomb of the Mutilated or Butchered at Birth.
Yeah, exactly. Like if they just continued going that same way. So yeah, Sadistic Drive, Perpetual Torture, big shout out. Next one, this was a great concept and fucking great musicianship on here. Number 5 is Pale Gaze, Butchered into Cosmic Hell. Motherfucking Peter Blanchett is fucking one of the baddest motherfuckers on guitar this year. His whole story that he told with this release, it's about this dude that lands from space and fucking kills this like guy that's like fucking Nicolas Cage in that movie Pig, and then he fucking picks up the dude's chainsaw and is like, oh shit, I have all these powers, but I just want to kill everybody with the chainsaw. Fucking cool ass story. I want to see it made into a movie. Like that's how I felt about that. Number 4, this is as close we're gonna get to a Fluids thing on my list. Trocar, 4 forfeit digits. So when I first heard this project, I was like, okay, this is very chaotic. This is almost melodic. I didn't know what was going on. And then there is a cover of fucking, what's it called on the end of it? I think it's Every Day is Halloween or some shit. Let me find out.
Yeah.
Trocar, 4 forfeit digits.
Mike was like sleep.
Yeah, Mike passed out.
Yeah, Mike went to bed.
But what is it called? Yeah, Every Day is Halloween. That song is so fucking good, bro. Like the way that they did it, you could hear all of the growth that Fluids has done and then put on there mixed with Schuler Benson's fucking lyrics and vocals. That guy sounds like one of the scariest vocalists that I've heard and has a totally different take on vocals. So big shout out to Trocar with 4 forfeit digits. I don't know if those tapes are still available. My number 3,
I think so.
Plasmodulated. Plasmodulated was fucking a really great release this year. I was totally blown away by it.
Same.
I listened to it multiple times when it came out, and I knew it wasn't Mike doing the solos. Peter Blanchett from Pale Gaze did some solos on that motherfucker. I was like, Mike can't play that good. Fucking.
If I remember right, so did Cody
Damn,
from Tango Sugabog and numerous other bands.
Yeah, a bunch of people helped out with this project, and Uncle Ken fucking gave it the Ken stamp of approval, and he also said that Mike is the most handsome man in death metal, which I do agree on the inside of the artwork. There's a very good picture of Mike with the fucking with the double it's a Starfire BC Rich body or Warlock body guitar, double neck. So yeah,
I believe it's a Gibson, isn't it?
It's not a Gibson, it's a Starfire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
fuck
then
is a Starfire?
it's exactly, that's the joke.
You get that shit from the goddamn thrift store.
My second
Right.
album of the year, and this almost ended up being my number one album of the year.
Oh
But
shit!
Lipoma with Horrors of Pathology. Fucking
Dang.
yeah, big shout out to Lipoma, man. Fucking you, Max Pierce is a fucking genius when it comes to writing melodic music. One man band, grindcore on some songs, but on his other shit, all of his other shit sounds like normal grindcore with a little bit of melodic here and there. This project, he just went balls deep and straight fucking melodic type shit. It's the best melodic death metal album of the year for sure. If I categorized it by that, it would win it, no doubt. But I give him number 2 because my number 1 album of the year, and it's already on here. Somebody else put it on here.
That Worm album from here looks like the cover of Nevermind. A little baby floating in the water.
My number 1 album of the year is Seep, Hymns to the Gore. Seep fucking killed it, man.
The gore list.
Seep had a fucking 3 fucking track fucking demo that came out called Souvenirs of a Necrosadist. I hunted this demo down at the beginning of the year, and the only place I could get a copy of it was on CD. I didn't give a fuck about CDs at the beginning of the year. I hate CDs. I was like, I hated CDs. I was like, why am I going to buy CDs? Fucking, it's disposable ass media. The CDs don't last as long as cassettes. I had so many reasons against getting CDs. But fucking, I hit up Seep and I was like, yo, man, can I get fucking Daddy Gore from Seep? I was like, could I get a copy of that on cassette? He said, there are no cassettes. They weren't made. He said, but Total Death Over Mexico has CDs. And I was like, fuck. So I look at it. I spent like $15 on shipping, and I bought that fucking CD just so I can have it, and long sleeve from Seep. I got that shit, and it had to get signed for. It came from Mexico. I had to chase my fucking mail lady down because she didn't want to fucking wait for me to open the door. She literally walked up, threw a sticker on my shit, and dipped out. And I'm like, the fuck's your problem? You're not even gonna knock for me? I'm sitting right here, motherfucker, on the other side of the door. So I chased her down around the block. I got it. I was so excited to get that. And I listened to it, you know, and I was like, man, this is cool. It's kicked off my CD collection. But then this fucking album comes out, Hymns to the Gore. And wow. Everything that Seep did right on that three track demo, he extended it into a full-length fucking album. And that is what I love to see when someone follows up from a demo. And it's thick, it's heavy. The fucking merchandise that came out with it through Night Shift merch and from his own website, fucking A1 merchandise, bro. Fucking the song titles, the samples that he used, how grimy and gritty he made it. The artwork on it was just so brutal, but also really tongue-in-cheek. If you look closely, you could see it's clearly not real. The release that he did where it came in a fucking vinyl fucking box with the actual artwork on the shit. And I actually have a replica eyeball from the shit. It was just the coolest thing that I've received this year, and the heaviest piece of music.
That cover reminds me of like seeing the first Dead Shall Dead Remain or whatever impaled fucking cover, or the Gore Metal Exhumed cover, and now being like, yep, still took it further. Like I listened to that shit and I was like, ugh, this makes me
I
feel
immediately thought
gross.
of Gore Metal too. Yeah, that was the first thing I thought of when I saw it.
Yeah, and like then you're like, man, this is so fucking weird. It makes me feel so fucking dirty. And now you listen to Seep and you're like, God, I want to like fucking kill myself. I'm so gross.
I talked to
that
him.
Was a good album.
I interviewed him, and it's funny.
Addictively rough to get through.
Every time I interview somebody on my show, I always say, where do you get your influence from? And they'll usually like draw it to something in their life or something. And when I interviewed Seep, I said, hey, I was like, where do you get your inspiration from for this shit? And he says, I do all that shit. And I just started dying, dude. I was like, motherfucker, boiled in piss? Like, for real? Like, he like looked at me like I was crazy for asking him that question. And
that's fucking hilarious.
that means he goes to kink parties and does that shit, dog. That's what that means.
I Big shout out though. My number one is gonna be
Like I just shat on a girl's face like 10 minutes before I got here, bro.
So now that we've gotten through everybody in the room, the last man, the host of the motherfucking show, needs to go through his top 10 releases of the fucking year. So
Give me
what?
that
Alright,
bedtime
so-
list, daddy.
All right, so you guys already know my number 7, right? So I'll just do 10, 9, and 8 all go together. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty easy one to put together. It's all 3 fluid splits easily.
Really?
10 would be the 3-way, 9 would be the nut split, and 8 would be the Fulci fluid split for sure.
Damn. So 3 fucking fluid splits taking up the top 10.
Yep, easily. Fluids is one of the coolest things in death metal, like currently, I think.
Do you think you could bundle that all up into one? The Fluids of Death 2?
What, like 3?
Because isn't that what Fluids of Death 2 is?
Yeah, so Fluids of Death is like Fluids has like only so many splits, and like Fluids of Death is the first one, and that has like their first few, and like I think it has like their EP on it or some Arterial Rift.
Yeah.
And then Fluids of Death 2. See, that's the hard part. Is it sucks because I really like the Pharmacist split, and I bought it on tape, and my tape player is all fucked up, so I can't listen to the Fluid side, the one I bought it for. But yeah, Fluids of Death 2 is that one, and then like the Putrid Stew split, and what's the other one? There was one more.
Fulci,
Fluids of Death
Slaughter, Putrid Stew.
On
Or
no,
Pharmacist.
I don't think so. On 2.
On
Yeah,
2 had
there's
Pharmacist. Yeah, that's right. Didn't have the
Pharmacist,
Fulci. That's right.
Putrid Stew, and there was another one. What was the other one I said?
Pharmacist, Putrid Stew, and fuck, I don't know who was the third split.
Is it Oxidized Razor,
Maybe.
or is
it?
that earlier? I don't remember.
Wait, didn't the
Anyway.
Fluids Pharmacist split come out last year?
Yeah.
So this year, so you're wait, what's 10, 9, and 8 again? Sorry, I'm fucking.
So
I'm
10
drunk.
is the 3-way.
10's the 3-way.
9 is the nun split.
9 is none split.
8 is the Fulci split.
8 is the Fulci
Very
split. Okay, and then 7 is hymns.
Bonginator.
Bonginator. 7's Bonginator. Okay.
Because of course it's Bonginator. I had to show some love to Bonginator. 6, another band I like. I love showing love to these guys. Haxon fucking rules.
Yes. Postmortem engorgement. Motherfucking
Yeah.
Haxon,
What the fuck?
dude.
Haxon is sick as fuck.
The boys.
I remember
Yeah,
there was a band out
I
of
got mad
Providence,
love
Rhode
for
Island called Haxon for a while.
I got mad love for Haxon. Those guys are cool as fuck. They're also affiliated with other bands like Stake Driver. Stake Driver is a really good black metal band.
Oh yeah.
Like Infurious, Pungent Shroud. A lot of good stuff comes from those dudes. Haxon rules. That's good stuff. I really liked that album. Well, I guess that was their EP, huh?
I need
Yeah.
to listen to that still.
It's really good, and you're gonna love
It's very
Stake
heavy.
Driver.
It's basically Mortician with more slams and no samples.
That's fuck yeah. Sounds awesome.
My number 5, and this is another cannibal worship band, I think, the Cadaverous release, Remnants of Violence. That was a really good album. I feel like that album was basically the first 4 Cannibal albums all rolled into one, as if Corpse Grinder was the vocalist.
Fuck yeah. Man, I missed so much fucking good shit this year though. I feel like I'm so backlogged. It's like I never get a chance to listen to shit because I'm always like, oh, but I want to listen to this.
Remnants of Violence was really good, man. You should check it out because, like, I compare it to early Cannibal because it's really heavy on the bass tones. You can really hear the bass guitar. It has that like Alex Webster kind of bass. You know what I mean?
Remnants of what?
Remnants of Violence by Cadaverous.
There you go. I'm gonna add this shit right now.
Yeah, check their
That
demo
one's sick.
out too. That came out before, and you could hear the growth
Slam the
that
Coffin
band had.
shut.
Yes.
Yeah, that is death metal, bro. I think that is one of. There's a few releases on here that I'm going to refer to them as that. Like, But if I were to describe death metal to somebody, I would show them that record.
Yeah, that's a good one.
My number 4 is not a death metal release, though.
Oh my god, I already know what this is.
Posty.
I played it so many times this year, so many times. It is a metal release. I'll tell you that. It's the Volcano EP.
Oh.
You're like, I
Were you worried I was gonna steal
You
my,
did.
my
I had Post Malone up. I pulled it up already.
Yo, don't even play with me,
Oh
bro.
wait, was that what that was? I was like, yo, this band looks gay as shit.
Don't even
Oh
play
man,
with me.
come on. There's
I
nothing
love
wrong
that
with being gay.
Yeah, of course not.
So, Volcano.
Anyway,
Yes,
Volcano.
fuck. I don't know how the fuck I
Volcano.
missed that. Volcano was super fucking good. I love
So
this.
cool. For
It's great.
like
I wonder who did
I
that.
don't listen to hardcore a lot, but the hardcore bands I do listen to, I try and pick out the like really like choice nugs. Like that Volcano was a good one. That came out they came out this year. Another one I just found out about recently was Big Boy. They're really good.
Yeah.
Abrasion, that's another really good one. Hardcore, there's a lot of good hardcore bands out there right now, and I usually always overlook it because I just really like death metal, but some of them really stick out, and Volcano was definitely one that stuck out like big time. Like every time it's still in my CD changer. From like if you look back at some of my old videos, I talk about when I got that CD. It's still in there and it's never left.
Yeah, it's really good. They fucking I
It's a
mean they
banger.
nailed it with the artwork too. Like that
Yeah.
artwork is what got me to listen to the fucking project, and then I heard it and I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are pissed off, you know? Like
For real.
I loved it. You know, my problem with hardcore, I don't listen to too much hardcore because every time I go on my computer, fucking I type in hardcore on Google and then it autofills hardcore porn and then I get sidetracked and then I end up not listening to hardcore.
Dude, I know that struggle. It's not easy, but I'm here for
I
you.
can't even
If you
open
need
my
somebody to
computer
talk
without going
to
straight to
watch
porn. So.
hardcore porn with, whatever.
So next release.
I'm trying to get off it.
Where are we at? We're at number
Okay.
4.
My top 3. So I said earlier,
top 3. Okay.
I said earlier my top 3. I'm going to throw this out there a lot. In my opinion, these are albums I would show somebody if they were like, what is death metal? This is what I would show them. My number 3 is Weakest is the Flesh, Church of Disgust.
Fuck
Ooh,
yes.
yeah. I almost
That
put that
was-
in there too.
That was like honestly, these top 3, when I say this, I really feel this. Like these are like the epitome of what death metal should be
Yep.
sounding like. Like if you looked up death metal online, this is what should come up in 2022.
Dude.
Number 2, Cryptic Hatred, Nocturnal Sickness.
Ooh, that was really fucking good.
That one was nasty. That was like, oh man, that was a really, really good death metal record, man. That was Tomb of the Mutilated Worship at its finest. Like better than Tomb of the Mutilated.
Is this the one right here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nocturnal Sickness. Yeah, fucking I have a copy of this. Fucking I was really surprised. I actually bought this on a whim from Goat Throne. It was just one of my random purchases that I made this year. And fucking it should have ended up you know what, when I was going through all my releases, I wasn't sure if this was released this year or not. That's why I didn't include it. Another one, because I looked at Cadaveric Incubator and I almost put them fucking in my top 10. I was like, oh, this is 2021 release. And this one, I just like glanced over it and I thought it was too. So fucking this one would have been in my top 10. Honorable mention, 100% on my end. But yeah, top 3, I see that.
So my number 1 pick, I've said it a million times already. I don't know how many more times I can say it. Unburied Corpse, Flesh Rot. That album was fucking exquisite. Like that
Exquisite.
shit was cool as fuck, bro.
Need I say more?
Need I
Yeah,
say
it's a
more?
fucking badass
About to take
cover,
a
too.
trip to Flesh Rot City, shall we?
Shall
It
we?
reminds me of some 90s shit for sure.
Yeah, they did a
Straight
really
up.
good
That
job.
is like they really like hit the nail right on the fucking head with every song. Like every song flows right into the other. There's no songs on there where you're just like, that one's all right. Like with the other ones around it, it sounds cool, but no, every single song is fucking awesome. Like honestly, like I can't ever say I've ever like sang along with death metal songs really ever, unless it's like obviously the like staple shit, you know. But like this one had some spots in it where it's just like, man, this just goes so hard. I can't not feel like I'm like in the band in my vehicle right now or wherever I'm at listening to it, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's a really good release, man, and it scratches every itch, honestly.
Yeah, I fucking dig it, man. I just gave it a listen the other day for the first time. I need to spend a little more time with it because I haven't been able to listen to it from beginning to end, but I did get my physical copy, so I got to pop that motherfucker in and just give it that playthrough.
Yeah, it really is it's amazing, man.
It's
It's great.
consistent. Every track is. I agree that every track is consistent on there. Every track is fucking heavy, and had I spent more time with it, it would have ended up in my top 3 for sure.
In my opinion, if you take Fleshrot's entire discography and you put it up to a band with an equal amount of music in their discography, Fleshrot will probably top it. Current
Probably
band.
fair.
You know what I mean? Fleshrot's they don't have a lot of music, but every single song is a fucking banger.
Yeah, they're definitely one of those bands that came out. Where are they from? They're from Lubbock, right?
Texas, yeah.
Yeah, from Lubbock. Like that's like
Well,
in
I
the
hate to
cuts,
cut it
too.
off, guys, but I gotta fucking get up in 4.5 hours to go to the fucking hospital. So I will fucking see you guys later. It was a pleasure
Later.
hanging out with
Bro.
y'all. Let's
Yep.
fucking
I
do
had a
this again
blast filming with you.
sometime.
Tell the
Fuck
tell
yeah,
the doctor
dude.
to use 2 fingers.
Yeah, nah, I'm a 3-finger bitch, dog.
Hey.
I'll see you guys later.
All right, later, dude.
Later.
Man. So yeah, fucking. I guess we can start wrapping up now. Anyway, we've been going for hella fucking long. That was super fucking cool, man. So we got our releases. Everybody watching right now, fucking. We had some. We've had guests up in this bitch, and you know,
Fuck yeah.
really good fucking. Really good episode of Dirty Death Podcast. We got to go over our releases of 2022. If there's anything that you think we missed, or if you think we're fucking crazy, or we made some stupid choices, go ahead and let us know in the comments. Make sure to like,
Put it in the
subscribe.
comments.
Yeah, let us know if we're fucking total idiots. You know, I want to know. I want to know if I missed out on some shit. If you think something didn't belong in one of our lists, let me know, and we can fight. Fucking, but I'll tell you this.
We can fucking fight.
Fucking, but no, seriously, fucking, you know, thank you so much, everybody, for watching, you know, this episode of Dirty Death Podcast. Motherfucking, thank you so much, everybody that made it through. Crawdaddy, thank you for coming through. You know, thank you so much, Noah, for sliding
Daddy
through
Lurch,
as well.
Lily.
Yeah. Daddy Lurch, Lily, fucking. It was nice to have those picks. Now nobody can say fucking, oh, you ripped off Uncle Ken. I think Hymns to the Gore is gonna be in his top fucking 10 somewhere. I'm pretty damn sure.
Dude,
I'm
so
really hoping some of these releases are on his list,
We're
or
gonna
at least
see.
any of those guys' lists that he's doing that show with.
So everybody should keep their list together, and then when Ken does it on Saturday, do fucking Ken bingo. And see if fucking
Yeah.
who gets the most, who the fuck was right, you know? I think
You
that
know,
would be sick.
we can never shout out Ken enough. I did want to do one more shout out for Ken just because I did listen to some of the bands that he had on his last episode that he released.
Yeah.
Evil Incarnate, After Death, very cool stuff. Fucking sick.
I just
So
got
I'm glad I got to check that out. So that was really cool.
Yeah, dude. I just got a confirmation from Huang Quan Records. I'm getting a package fucking shipped out of a whole bunch of old 90s represses. Fucking,
Oh man.
yeah.
hell yeah.
I can't
Hell
fucking
yeah,
wait.
dude.
We'll be going over that in a future episode of Dirty Death once that bad boy comes in. And yeah, fucking everybody get ready. Go listen to that Necrovision right now. And if you like Necrovision, buy a physical copy. It's gonna be the first release from Murder City Records. And there will be a playlist of every single song that or not every song, but every album that we talked about tonight on this show, and the link will be underneath to Spotify. Now, I know some releases will not be included because they might not be on Spotify, but everything that is on Spotify will be compiled in one place. It will be listed as the Mayvizzle top fucking 10 albums of 2022.
Fuck yeah.
Oh shit! All right, I'm back.
Yo,
Hey,
we're just wrapping up.
Oh shit! I had a feeling it was fucking. I was like, damn, is there still hope?
Yeah, man. Fucking so yeah, fucking we made the announcement. Thank you so much, Crawdaddy. You know, you're just as important fucking as Necrovision for making, you know, this physical Necrovision release happen. You know, we made the announcement, and it's going to be coming out January 13th on fucking Murder City Records, man.
Fuck yeah.
I can't wait. It'll be fucking awesome. Hell yeah.
Very excited.
Yep. So everybody peace out, and go ahead and give our shits a listen fucking underneath in the link in the description or whatever for the Spotify playlist. And then everybody don't forget to tune in to Ken's Top 10 this Saturday. Fucking go over to Ken's Death Metal Crypt on motherfucking YouTube, and you got to watch the man himself really pick what the best 10 albums are of the year.
And the myth, the legend, Ken.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.